Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me? I moved some stuff around, so I'm scared that you don't hear me. And I need to know that you do hear me. No surprise to anyone, Jay will be late. Um, we did it as a joke at first, and I'm genuinely concerned about whether or not he's doing it on purpose. I think he makes it feel like Sting the wrestler, like coming down from the rafters or something. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't like to hear me talk so much. So at the beginning of the show, he just doesn't come on, so I can just get it out of my system, and then he could come in and then he could talk about, you know, alien getting probed by an elephant or whatever he read on Yahoo News that day. I don't know, but Jay's late, okay, and I'm putting it in the demerit system that we keep in a closet. I call them keepers. I don't know. How are you guys doing today? I am doing well as long as you guys can hear me. You can hear me? Everything good? Everything wonderful? Yes, it is blue, Corey. It is blue. Michigan, it feels like we haven't done this in forever. I know we just did this on Friday when we did the Crow review live. That was a crap show because we meant to do a video and then everything. I forgot the memory card. That went in my demerit system on the books against me. But yeah, we're going to Gary B said Jay's getting some mbop inside of him. Mbop, doop-a-dap. I got to be careful because my singing voice is so on key. It's so on key and specifically perfect that it'll get a copyright claim from YouTube. I actually am not allowed to sing. They sent me a letter and they were like, "You're too good. You're too friggin' good to sing, and we can't let it have." That didn't happen. Actually, I've never been copyright claimed for my singing in a video before. So I could even be playing guitar of the song and actually singing it and still wouldn't happen. It's like Rock Band when you had to play it perfect. It wasn't who sang it the best in Rock Band. But if you just hit that was what sucked about Rock Band. If you had the why am I doing the drum? That's what was terrible about Rock Band. Okay. You could just get real close to the mic and just do the exact tone real quiet, and then you would get the perfect little microphone wavy thing every single time. I do not look like a Hanson brother. Scramby eggs. Mike White, what's up, buddy? Mike White might be providing the mask for Halloween Horror Month this year, guys. We're gonna see what it looks like. Hey, look who's here! It's Sting from the rafters.
Yay!
With his Diet Coke.
Hey.
Diet Coke.
Oh no, never mind. I thought I could see like different, like where Mike signed in on my computer the last time we did a live stream. I thought I could see what he sees on his side, but I can't. Never mind.
What are you still signed in on under me?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No. Can you see how many people are in here?
Yes.
So you normally can't see that.
Oh, maybe I am. Oh, I am.
I did not know we could do this. I did not know.
What, can I do the same thing? I can. How does this work, dude? This is like a parallel world. This is like Doctor Strange opening up a parallel dimension. I don't know. Like I can remove you.
That's crazy, dude. I thought we had to pay for 2 accounts to do that.
Oh, we have found a loophole inside.
Look at us being but
okay, well, that's great. Let's just not talk about it because it's going to go the way of Netflix. They're going to say, one account only. This is America. One account only, you poor people.
Yeah, that's actually, we should be quiet. StreamYard's listening. Dude, it's so funny because so we switched cards. I think we lost a card or something. So we got a new bank card. And now I feel like I did like, like, I don't know, however many years ago when we were struggling a little bit more, because I keep getting like stuff keeps getting turned off, and like because it's all attached to the old card because it just comes out, So like I keep getting letters and they're like, "What the heck? My trash got turned off," and I was like, "What? You guys didn't want to tell me?" I was like, "We switched cards. It's the money's there. It's just the old card." That keeps happening. So yeah, it's not because I'm not paying my bills.
I don't care if you are or not. Are you going to walk around like Russell Crowe and Cinderella Man and ask for it with your hand out?
Isn't that what we're doing?
That's how I know. I was like, so this should be new, or it shouldn't be new. No,
I would return every penny.
Dude, I had like it was literally out of a movie like moment in comedy. I went out to take trash out at our, it's the apartment. There's like this big dumpster, and like everyone uses it. And I thought they picked it up today, which they don't. They pick it up on Tuesdays, so it was filled. And someone had climbed up there, like the Santa Claus of the dumpsters, and like actually like flipped open the top of it. You're not, which according to the landlady, you're not supposed to do. They don't want you like having. Otherwise, it's like like a mountaintop of garbage that they have to have have removed. But anyhow, so I was like, all right, well, somebody flipped the top lid open, so I'm just gonna go out and throw my trash out. And it was heavier than I thought, dude. So I went up like this. I was like, and one, and a two, and I went to throw it, dude, and the whole side of it ripped open and graffiti. like I was literally standing there with garbage like raining down on top of me, like I was LeBron James, like getting ready to go in, like I was like, yeah, dude. And like there was like 2 people out there. They're like, you need help? I was like, no, this was planned. There's a camera somewhere. Of course I need help, but no, I did. I had to want it. I just picked it up myself. But anyway,
that's the kind of shit that happens. It's hot outside too. It's like hot garbage literally raining down upon you.
It was, but yeah, well, it wasn't that. I mean, luckily, it wasn't anything like gross or nasty in there. It was just like boxes and stuff where we're still trying to get stuff unpacked. But it sucked.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Like I said, they stopped picking up our trash, so I had to like take trash to the dump, and like I had to load up the truck with trash, and it was stinky too. It was like old meats and shit like that, or stuff like that. It was
yeah.
gross.
Now you know what it feels like to be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre for real.
That's what I smelled like pulling my truck up to the dump. But I would do that. So I was at that garbage can. We were moving some of Jay's stuff in, and we cut the new couch open, and I took the cardboard out to that trash can that you're talking about outside. I was standing outside by myself at the apartment complex, and I was like, it won't go in the hole. And I was like, should I climb up and like lift the thing up?
Yeah,
because I assume too, you're probably not supposed to do that.
That's what they said. I was just dumb. I don't know why you were. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, you're not allowed to do that. And apparently, you're also not allowed to leave anything outside the dumpster. Like,
see, that's what I did.
I know. I know.
I just set the box next to it.
April was like, I had to go out there and like cut all the boxes up and put them in there. Like, I was like, that's crazy. I was like, I would have.
Tell her I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't take the blame for it either. I was like, that friggin' uncle of mine drinking again on the job, eh? No, but anyway, yeah, it's weird. The policies on that, and and also I'm also a little bit contact buzz because Jamaican Red has been walking the halls nonstop. Oh. I am just smelling it like it is like clinging to his clothes 100%. Like I feel like that's what he does for a living. Like every time he goes somewhere and he comes back, and it's like getting off an airplane in Jamaica for the first time. It just hits your face instantly.
You're living next to James Franco from Pineapple Express.
Well, I think he might be a student. I don't know. I mean, maybe he is a student. Maybe he just gets blazed and goes to like, women's lip studies or something. Like you don't have to really pay attention to that.
It'd be like, that's my second favorite architect.
Yeah, it's going to be like Pineapple Express. I'll just get in the back seat. He won't even care.
Dude, just start blaring Electric Avenue and see if he pops out. I'm going to walk down to Electric Avenue. He's gonna pop his head out with a joint, like, hey.
I'm like, hey, what's going on? You smoking the good giggles?
Oh, me in the crack. By the way, before we get started with this stream that everyone showed up here for us to talk about, I have a personal question to ask you about our business that doesn't involve anyone, but it's more convenient for me to ask you now and waste everyone else's time. So that's what I'm going to do. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
All right. So tomorrow.
Yes.
I have to find out one thing first, but there's a meeting that somebody has to go to that Katie has to go to that's later in the day. So if you would rather, we could actually start at like 3:30 if you just want to come up here at like 3:30, and then we could shoot until like 7 if that's easier.
I don't care.
Oh, does that work for you? Because then we could get started a little bit later, and we got a sitter, so you and I will have the house for ourselves, and we could do all the manly stuff that we do together. That makes us grunt and sweat.
I guess I'll just reschedule my date to Cinco de Mayo until later on this week. Because that's literally all we were gonna do, so it's fine. She was just like, "Well, when you get off, we'll just go to."
Cinco you were serious? You were actually gonna go?
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I don't really.
We'll be done early enough for you guys to go anyway.
No, I'm not gonna do it at night. I just don't do that.
You don't go out to eat at night?
I don't go to the Mexican restaurantes at night.
Well, what time works best for you?
No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I don't care.
Do you want to do 2 to 5?
No, it's fine. No, we can literally do 3:30. It's fine. I'll just.
You don't want to go to Cinco de Mayo, do you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Like you're saying this live, like she's gonna watch it, but no.
Just text me what time you want to do because I'm wide open now.
No, I'm 3. I know you are. I've smelled your butt. I would say 3:30.
That's code.
Fine. Friday, no, I can go on Friday because we're not gonna be doing anything on Friday. I can just do that.
Okay, so it's another reason for April to be mad at me. So I appreciate that. Thanks for that.
No, I'll just say
appreciate
I
it.
wanted to do it. I was like, listen, we've got to get back in the office and start cooking up some good stuff. Okay, our subscribers demand it.
Jason Perez. Speaking of our good subscribers,
No.
that's son of Chucky with the middle finger. That looks like a dump I took earlier. Hey, y'all in the theater waiting for Romulus to start. Wanted to check in on my brothers. Hope all is well. Can we force Jay to watch True Romance? I know. Watch True Romance, Jay. What the fart?
First off, Jason, you shouldn't be texting while you're in the theater. You're going to make someone very upset, and then someone's going to be doing to you what you're doing in your profile pic for show. And as far as True Romance go, listen, I'm not into the romance stuff. All right, Jesus Christ,
that's what's going to happen tomorrow when Jake comes over.
I'm a dude. Stop trying to force me with this rom-com nonsense from the early 90s. No, I haven't got a chance to watch True Romance yet. I will watch it, but hey, you know what? Maybe we'll watch it on Patreon one day before I even get a chance, so it'll be brand new and fresh.
Honestly, what we should do, Patreons, we should unite and we should make a list of 10 movies Jay refuses to watch that we want him to watch. And then for Patreon, once a month, we should force him to watch them and get his reaction to them live. That's actually a pretty good idea.
Well, as long as it's not something like Thanksgiving or something like that.
Well, yeah, you already watched that.
Yeah, there are certain movies, and I'm not going to watch, I'm not watching Cannibal Holocaust.
I mean like good movies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, like Gary B, 1997, a year with phenomenal movies. I can't speak. I'm having a stroke right now. Devil's Advocate and Scream 2 are personal favorites of mine, and likely 1 and 2 for me of that year. We might have something in common with one of us. I don't know. Come over and find out.
Scream 2 is not for me. Not on my dessert menu, but I will say that Devil's Advocate is high.
Scream 2 is definitely in your top 10, and I know that.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yes, it is. Because if it is not, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
I don't care. That's fine.
Oh,
I still have my collection of VHSs.
Oh, I'll just hold on to those.
I have all my comic books and things like that where I can dive in with real friends that won't let me down.
Dean Green, but twins. By the way, I noticed you got some art on the door back there now. It's a nice little touch up.
Mm-hmm. Those are it's Killing Time. I think that Jason one and the other one below that is from subscribers.
I like it. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Dean Green, it looks like with those on it so centered perfectly in the middle, it looks like a locker.
Dude, my OCD kicked my dick in today when I didn't have them centered in because I just did it today. I was like, you must be perfect or everything is falling apart.
Yeah, dude, I bought some new. I'm so pissed, man. I bought new lights. Like I spent some pretty good money on new lighting.
Yeah.
All right. And I ordered it, and it was like, well, now you need this V bracket to set it up. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll order that. It's another $40. And it's like, oh, now you need this thing. I was like, oh, that's another $60. Like, and then I got it all set up, dude. And it's just like I'm sitting in a room and I look like Tony Stark with all this fancy ass equipment around me that I don't know how to use, that I can't afford. And I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, and I'm almost in tears. I was going to use my own tears as lubrication.
It's just too bad you don't have that Robert Downey Jr. money where it's going to be $100 million for him to come back for Avengers, Secret Wars, and Avengers Doomsday. By the way, you let this sink through your pores and into your eyeballs and through your brain. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be paid $50 million per movie for 2 films. Is he worth it? Yes, and I would suck his wiener. But that doesn't make it. That's still insane. That's got to be actually, somebody looked it up. Keanu Reeves got like 130 million for Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolution. So I think he's the highest paid actor ever. But that's still insane.
I respect it, and the reason I respect it is because you know who he's dicking over? The mouse. And that mouse is a huge piece of shit. So it's like he's got a Peter Pan. I just hope he donates some of that to my favorite charity.
No, he'll say my favorite charity is the charity of me.
I would like some of that. Give me that shit. Give me some of that shit. The agreement tweet says it's 1997 and WCW is kicking Vince's ass.
Yep, that's true. Well, 81 weeks or 83 weeks. But I only know that because Eric Bischoff literally has a podcast called 83 Weeks. Like it's named after the amount of weeks that WCW beat WWF in a row. But yeah, it was still
it's great 83 weeks.
Yeah, 97 and it could have been 81 weeks. I don't know, but 97 was a great year for wrestling. We're not covering anything related to wrestling, but you're right. WCW was pinnacle of sexy in the late 90s.
Speaking of which, I have something I would like to show you all right now. Speaking of making upgrades and doing new fancy things, we're not going to do the full top 10 right now because we want to settle in with you guys real quick, but we're going to do our number 10 movies of 1997 because I want to show you guys something. A new wrinkle in the show. We're going to do crack first and see how fast we can get through the list. That's
Crack?
what's gonna happen. Yeah, crack cocaine.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you meant like butt crack, but yeah, that's easy.
That's it. We're gonna do it out of a butt crack.
I knew this strip joint was off the rail.
I just want to run. I want to run. So all right, watch this, you guys. This is not that big of a deal, actually, but I worked hard on it. Check this out. All right, so here's your list. Usual crap. Right.
Mhm.
So it's funny when I pulled up, your face got brighter. That was cool.
Yeah, I know. It's me like awing in the majesty of what you've done with the fonts.
So I'm gonna give my number 10 first because I want to make sure I do this right. But we're gonna start announcing our number 10s like with their own walkout music. It's not music actually, but for my number 10, this is already off to a poor start.
Yep. Par for the course, I would say.
Dang it! How do I do it? There was a button. There was a button. This is why we don't try to be fancy on this channel, you guys. Okay, here we go. I got it. Carry the 2. Once we get a couple of these, it's going to go way smoother, I swear. Where'd they go?
Dude, I can't figure out this lighting. I swear to God, dude. I look like I'm in a Deep Purple music video.
Why do people watch this show? It sucks.
I don't know. I'm tuning out now. I'm in it.
So here's the problem. I put them in a folder. I forgot the name of it.
Maybe it was called Test. T-E-S-T.
Oh my God. No.
Testes. I'm glad that so I'm still learning the acoustics in this place to make sure that everything is kosher. But April texted me and was like, "You're really loud, baby." I was like, "Yep."
Just now?
Well, yeah, I was like 5 minutes ago. That's why I took this headphone off, because if I can't hear myself, then I don't know.
Man, what the? By the way, tell her we're trying to work it here. All right. If there's any problems with the neighbor, she needs to deal with it.
Don't bother me, woman.
Whoa, man.
Hi, woman.
All right. You know what? I'm not. No. Where is it? Dang it! Fucking shit.
This is great.
Oh, dude. I found it. I found it.
I was gonna read some super chats while you were doing it, but
I got it.
All right.
I can do it myself.
Let me suck that cock.
All right, my number 10 movie of 1997, a great year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, Silent Bob.
There we go. Yeah,
now.
Say, this is where the fun begins.
Like, you better hold on to your horses, guys.
This is where it's really coming in, man. Explosions.
This is some real stuff right here. You don't get this in every show. All right, you're seeing the inner workings of crap. I'm almost there.
God, okay? I thought we were ready.
Yeah, I thought I was too.
Lies.
I don't feel the need to explain my art to you, Warren.
All right. I don't.
Oh, I know. I got it.
Yes.
It's okay. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep. And I got it. All right. My number 10 movie of 1997.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Hopkins?
Supposed to have sound. That's supposed to,
I mean,
supposed to be words.
It's a beautiful man. It's a beautiful man with deep pain in his eyes.
Whole video.
There you go. I think there you go.
I gotta walk it through. Why won't it just play on its own? That's all right. So that was a try.
We like that. That's some lightning in a bottle.
That's next level stuff right there.
Dude, I literally said when you gotta have walking music that it was gonna be like we were gonna have like restaurant music coming on. Like I was ready to get copyright slap.
No, it's not even that cool. But my number 10 is The Edge, everyone. The Edge. Anthony Hopkins, Alec
Mike's
Baldwin.
face looks like this guy right now. I thought it was gonna work.
So it's supposed to be a clip of him going, "We're gonna kill the motherfucker," because it's one of the greatest lines from the movie. I went and found clips of the goddamn videos, and it's fine. It's fine. You know what? You live to fight another day, as
Mhm.
Rocky Balboa once said. Because quitters aren't winning. and
It
that
be
ain't
what
you.
it be.
Uh, but no, my number 10 is The Edge, dude. I love this movie so much. They got this bear. I saw people, all right. I saw people when they did Prey. They
Yeah.
brought out Prey, and everybody's like, oh, you can't. What are they supposed to do? Get a real bear in there? Because CGI. I'm like, yeah, get a real bear in there. Because that's what they did in 1997 when you had freaking Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin before, old, sexy 5 o'clock shadowed the shadow Alec Baldwin. And dude, that bear, they got an actual bear to do these scenes. And it was just so badass. It's that movie's like 17 different genres at one, but it's a great action movie. I love it. It's my number 10.
I like it a
It is
lot.
The Edge.
Yeah, it edged people for sure.
Yeah, it's The Edge.
Uh,
but wait, don't say it yet.
Is yours going to work? Oh, you already know mine because I had to show you my list.
Yeah. To do this. So mine is The Edge. Things are going to smooth out. Okay. But Jay's number 10. In case
This is like when they turn color TV on for the first time. Things that go right.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. Did you guys see Oppenheimer? This is twice as hard as what he did. And less people are going to die. So we're good. It's all going to be fine. Okay. Jay's number 10. If you can believe this. And am I stalling? Yes, I'm stalling.
Good. I just thought you were trying to like dog shit on my pick. I think my pick was wonderful at 10.
No, I actually forgot what it was. And I'm looking at it now.
Good.
Because your
Maybe
number
I can
10
just tell you.
Is
this going to be the John Cena music?
Your number 10 is I got it. It's okay.
This is like that movie where what's that one where fucking Robin Williams is like those old people start waking up out of comas after he feeds them a bunch of drugs and they're like, how long have I been under?
Jay's number 10 is
Copland.
Fuck me with a spoon. This doesn't work at all. Why would they add this feature to StreamYard if it doesn't fucking work?
This is like the guy that sold Mike the stuff that said, hey, it works. He's like this. Hey, you ain't
that
doing
is like
it right.
2 hours of my life I'm never getting back.
I think it's something. It looks like it's not buffering or something, or like it's just not. It's having a hard time getting through. I don't know. Like it moved a little second, like a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
it's Copland.
I got stole the thunder from that one, didn't I?
That's all right. I don't care. I mean, it's fine. We test out things here.
It's Copland.
It's Copland, land of cops. For a lot of people, it'd probably be like a higher on the list, and I don't blame them. But the thing about this movie is, it took me forever to see this movie. I didn't see it when it came out in '97. It was it was a few years after that. I don't know what made me want to watch it, and I don't know what it was either. I think it was. I don't know if I was Stalloned out. I don't know what it was. I just didn't have any desire to see it. It felt like it wasn't Stallone's movie. It was a collaborative movie, which it was. But I also didn't like the fact that he's kind of a pussy throughout the whole thing. And not throughout the whole thing, but from the beginning. Like I just didn't see Stallone as like the guy that they kind of pick on, which is what they do in the movie. They kind of pick on him and they kind of like make fun of him, and he's kind of a doofus. Like he's like he's like Dewey, but with like more muscle. And so it took me a while to warm. It took me a minute to warm up to that idea. And once I got used to that, then I was like, oh, it's a badass movie. And I did enjoy it, but it wasn't one of those movies I watched right away in '97. And it's even then, it's still going to be low on the list because I just don't like seeing Stallone like that. It's like watching him on his reality show. It's like, you're cucked by your daughters. Holy shit.
I don't know if that's possible what you just said.
It's true. Watch the show.
Watch the show. That's a weird. I don't think that's how you use that. I don't think that's how you use that word.
That's exactly how I use the word, and I'm going to stand by it. Actually, it's not true. I like Stallone. Hey, look, it worked.
Come on, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
What about Donlan? Fuck him too.
Fuck him too. Yeah, dude, I like that.
I'm not going to continue to do that.
That looked good.
Yeah, but I had to pull up the editor and like do it. I'll try one more time. I'll try one more time later. I'll try one more time.
Well, maybe they have a general idea of what you're trying to do then. But yeah. And I was joking. I don't care. I don't really watch his reality show, but I just don't like watching Stallone in the movies that he was in, like being like the kind of bum guy. I don't know. Just it kind of bummed me out. It bummed me out. If it bummed me out, I don't want to watch him like that. I don't want to watch him.
Yeah, dude, I think that nobody knew what to do with that movie. And basically what everyone in the world settled on was flat out disrespect for Stallone. Like, he can't act. This is stupid. And like, he gave like an Academy Award performance, in my opinion, in that movie.
Yeah.
And I know you don't like to see him as that dude, but I mean, that was kind of him and Rocky. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but Rocky, I mean, it was a different style. Like that made sense. Like Rocky thing made sense. Like I don't know, it just plus when Rocky came out, no one knew who Stallone was when the first Rocky came out, so you didn't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I do love Copland. That's a great choice for number 10. All right, we're gonna settle in a little more here before we get more into the list.
By the way, I gotta point out, like people are saying they love 97 as a year. Like I gotta be fair. I didn't think 97 was like right of a year. I mean, I found the movies that I wanted to put in, but I really didn't. I feel like 96 was awesome and 98 was awesome, and 97 was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like when you try to have sex with your wife and you're drunk. You're like, I mean, it was all right, but it wasn't like she's not gonna like wake up and be like, oh my god, that was great.
That's my favorite time to do it. Maybe that's why I like.
Well, you won't remember it. Like, oh shit, did we have? Oh, we did. Okay.
That happens too.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I found the top 7 of my list to be the easiest to choose in a few years. But we've come off some banger years, 94, 95, 96. Some of the best years in movie history, in my opinion. I do think 97 is right up there with them. I just thought it was easier to decide. The latter half of the list was real tough for me. There's a lot of movies in my honorable mentions that I had a real hard time keeping off, to be fair. There's a lot of 9 and 9.5s in 1997.
I don't think I made an honorable mentions list this time. I think I got the movies I wanted for my 10, and I really didn't care about the other ones.
I've got a list longer than Jeremy. I almost said Jeremy Johns' dick. I don't think that's how that goes. I don't know. Maybe
Jeremy Johns.
Right?
He's got.
He looks like he has a skinny wiener.
He's got to do a review for it first before he tells you.
Jeremy, who's the dude with the big Jeremy
Renner, huge dick.
Jeremy Renner. Yeah, probably. He looks like it.
No, I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah. Michael Barton, thanks, buddy. He says, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Batman and Robin is on my list, but it's ranked at number 10. Please don't beat me up.
I'm gonna throw a battering at your crack. No, listen, Batman and Robin. Dude, that's a terrible movie. Even as a kid, I remember like hating that movie. When I watched it, it was like it was a glorified toy commercial. But a lot of people do enjoy it, like for the cheesiness factor of it, which I get. If you're gonna no, Adam West is like cartoon, like that even had more creativity behind it. But Batman and Robin is one of those like films that I don't know. It's all right. I mean, I get what they were going for, and it kind of sucks that Joel Schumacher had his legs cut out from under him, and that's just a literal toy commercial, and that's what the studio wanted. But it's like I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's one of the most disappointing movies I ever saw in my whole life as a kid. But I still think that's a list we need to do. Our top 10 most disappointing movies of all time. I think that would be a banger to do. Michael Parton, I can cherry pick a few things I like about Batman and Robin. I like George Clooney's Bruce Wayne. I agree with that, by the way.
That's good. He was really good. Yeah, he was good Bruce Wayne.
Uma Thurman's Poison Ivy. I'm down with that as well. She was really corny, but like she was hot. I mean,
she was hot, but just not like.
Uma Thurman's never been that hot in her life. And Chris O'Donnell's Robin. I disagree with that. I always thought Chris O'Donnell's Robin was like he's part of what brought the fucking soap opera feel to those movies, man.
Yeah, well,
even Batman Forever.
In Batman Forever, he at least that made like it was a little bit more like tolerable. Like the whole idea of why he was doing what he was doing, he kind of made sense. He had like a lost soul type of idea, ideal behind him, and like Batman trying to save him. I don't know. It was all right. It was kind of like he wasn't as annoying. By the time Batman and Robin came around, like he was like a snarky little I got it all down bitch. I didn't like him then. I hated that they changed his costume too. Like in the Batman and Robin, it was more red.
Yeah, they did have great toys though, man. Those they had those chromed out fucking Batman and Robin toys that were so pretty to look at.
Oh yeah, and Alicia Silverstone was terrible in that movie. Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel awful. Bad. Yeah. I feel bad for her, honestly. Joe Valentine, Monday just got a lot cooler. Thanks, guys, for what you did.
Thanks, Joe.
Buddy. I seriously am having the worst time trying to put words together, but I really appreciate you, and we appreciate you guys showing up and hanging out with us tonight, even though we can't get a simple video to play.
Fine.
Gary B says Jay is getting some mbop inside him. I read that before you came on.
How did you know?
Mbop meaning
is there cameras somewhere?
2 fingers, and then when he puts them in, he goes mbop.
Yeah, your octaves go up a little higher. You can't help it.
Thank you, LGI Entertainment.
Hey, thank you, man.
Much appreciated. Luke Weber says, "Hey, beautiful ladies. Hi. We welcomed a beautiful baby girl a few weeks ago to complete my family. I wanted to call her Wham, but the wife said no."
Well, I would divorce her right away because she's clearly not material for you at all, like wife material moving forward. But no, congratulations, Ben. I hope you have a great, successful run as a father. I don't know what to say. I don't have any children, but thank God for that.
Stay undefeated,
But
bro.
hey, I know I will forever. Don't worry about it. But I,
No, I meant him.
Oh, I thought you about me. Stay undefeated. I won't have any children at all.
No.
Ever.
I'd like it if you had kids. I
Fuck
want to come
no.
over and play. with
Nobody listen. Those little bastards would never
mean,
touch
that
my
sound
action
that way.
figures. They won't touch my shit ever. Okay, nobody touches my shit but me. That's why I won't have them. I don't want to share.
Yeah, it's crazy. We do have quite a few people that have the Wham tattoo on their body, which is an honor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also what you have to do to get us to blow you. And also, but nobody's ever named their kids after us, which is pretty disappointing. I got to be honest with you. I'm pretty disappointed in our fan base.
Look, you could name it Michelle My Belle. Probably queer.
No one's given us their wills yet.
Probably
no one
queer.
sent us a car. No, it's
Yeah.
crazy, dude. It is crazy. That to think about having a kid just so recently. I'm so old. It seems like 1,000 years ago. But congratulations, man. That's awesome. So happy for you and your
Congratulations,
family.
Luke.
It's a great time. I know you're not sleeping well. I know things are scary, but it's a great time, man. Cherish it. Nighttime. Thank you, buddy. He says, why have you not reviewed Scarface? Loomis, I blame you.
I blame a mirror for you. Shut up.
Don't you ever.
Have we not
fucking
reviewed
tell me.
Scarface? I thought we. Well, probably
we
because
haven't.
we've done it. I thought we've pretty much reviewed every gangster movie.
We probably did a top 10 list and talked about it.
Maybe
But I don't
that's
think
what it
we've
was.
ever done a full-on review for it. It's
I-
weird, like, because you just be like, "This movie's fucking awesome."
There's not. If you don't, well, yeah,
Ten.
review. Like I don't know. It's like let's just break down scene by scene. In this particular scene, during the chainsaw moments at the hotel room, wow, it really got me on the edge of my seat. I was like, wow, is that my crack sweating or is tears coming out of my eyes?
It's not. Where's the money? He's like, it's close by.
Dude, that actually, you know what? To be fair, that hotel room scene that with the chainsaw, dude, that freaked me out a little bit. That scared me. That actually had like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe to it.
Hey,
So-
dude, that was a great scene.
Well,
I
yeah,
love that
well,
movie.
I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the way they shot it and the way that it was, and the music in that particular scene. That scene like could have been just put into a Texas Chainsaw Massacre and fit right in.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're watching. We're doing. Speaking, I was gonna say it'd be a fun Patreon commentary sometime. It's 3 hours long, so it'll be a long night in dark Texas. But we are filming a Patreon commentary together tomorrow. It's either Face Off or Shaun of the Dead. I don't know, but I could not believe we'd never done Shaun of the Dead. I thought for sure we had. We reviewed it, but we didn't. do
Oh
a
yeah, I guess we
commentary.
just reviewed it. I don't know. There's so many movies that run together anymore that what we've done commentaries for and what we haven't. But I will say, I mean, Face Off is awesome too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time no matter which one wins. I think it was dead tied, so I think it's pretty much our choice at this point. The Living Press says double suicide. Why? Oh man, they're.
What? There are those things that,
stiff.
there are those things that people in Britain smoke. You idiot.
Heather's is a great movie,
They're
though.
Fig Newtons.
Heather's is a great movie. Rootin' Tootin', Texas Tootin', try and get us canceled here on a mother effing Tuesday, Monday. Is it
Uh-oh.
Monday? Shit.
It is Monday. It
Yeah,
is
the
Monday.
wrestling
Oh my
fans
God,
aren't
Monday
here.
Night Live's going here.
Rootin' Tootin', Texas Tootin' says, I'm back, boy. Damn smoke got me with the old birth of the truck, man. I damn near burnt my britches. See that new alien movie. Y'all think that Chinese fella made good stir? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why are you guys trying to get us canceled?
Now listen here, Rootin' Tootin'. You come on in here with your declarations and saying I'm back like I give a shit. I don't give one good fuck what you've been driving up and what you've been doing around with your free time, not coming in here. But now you're talking about that man making good stir fry or not. I don't even know who the fuck you're talking about. Who you talking about in that movie? I ain't going to entertain no goddamn racial shit on the fucking channel on a Monday. Goddamn, go to church.
Get your ass checked, Shirt Tootin'.
You already had it.
You haven't
on
come by in a
Sunday.
while. You show up with that shit.
Yeah, dude. He didn't give a fuck. He goes like, "You ain't seen nothing yet." Boom, boom. And he pulled it here with his F-150.
I feel like the mom from The Fighter in the kitchen when that girl's like, well, he's trying really hard. She's like, you open your mouth in here in my kitchen, you owe me $200. You still haven't paid me back. You open
Yeah.
your mouth, you go against me about at home, you owe me $200. Dale Torres says, shout out MK Annihilation and fake Vin Diesel as Khan.
Oh yeah, dude, that's true.
Mm.
That's true. Annihilation was awful, but yeah, I forgot fake Vin Diesel is gone. Yeah, dude, like for sure. Like he's talking about what the fuck's his name? I always want to say Genghis Khan, but
Gavin?
no.
Kong, not Kong, Kona. Fuck, what is his name?
Shao
Goro.
Kahn.
Oh,
Yeah,
thinking
Gorgo is
Shit.
just the henchman. But no, yeah, dude, Annihilation to this day is one of the worst ever movies I've literally ever seen in my life. It like the special effects
I'm gonna
Power
do those
Rangers did
cheeks
that shit.
later.
Huh?
I'm gonna annihilate those cheeks.
I can't wait. I've been dying. But no, like so, like, but oh no, Annihilation is literally. It's not even like one of those movies that you can go back later and be like, oh yeah, it was kind of fun. This is kind of fun. No, this is like literally going and repeating. Like this is like watching or being in the presence of Robert De Niro when he slaps the shit out of Leonardo DiCaprio on This Boy's Life, and just be like, that's funny. Abuse is never funny at the dinner table, only with behind closed doors.
Dude, that's right. Yeah, only when you can laugh about it with your friends.
I know.
That is right up there on the list of top 10 most disappointing movies of all time. I saw a cum stain on your hand when you did that.
It was big one. I was the entire time I've been doing I've been whacking it.
Sean P. Tattoos. You make tattoos that are just P. Can I get a happy birthday from Wahlberg and Loomis? How do you know it's your fucking birthday? If you're gonna do a tattoo of a penis, you should do them on yourself first. You should practice on yourself. I'll tell you what, you get a tattoo of a penis, you can put one right here on my pec. It's getting huge. I've been working out a lot. Happy birthday, motherfucker.
Happy birthday, Sean P.P. Tattooties. I hope it's a good one, and I hope you hate your parents for giving you a last name like P.P. Patooties. That's gross. I don't know what you're going to do in life, but hopefully it's never to work on tattoos. Goodbye, Sean.
Come on by Wahlburgers later. We'll sing happy birthday to you. We'll put a little crown hat on your head and everything. We'll pinch your little titties. It'll be nice.
It really does say
That
to be
awesome.
like when I saw it, I thought it said Sean Patooties.
Sean Patooties. Nighttime. Why have you not reviewed Goodfellas? Loomis, come on. What are you on tonight, man? You eating some spaghetti?
Nighttime. The only thing that comes on you is your boyfriend on your back. Shut up.
That's a good one. Adrian Phillips says, hey, look, it's the minute. It's the Man in Black. Y'all look different. Well,
Adrian, are you saying something about the year 1997 where Men in Black did come out? Because that's good if you did.
Is that a double euphemism about black gay men in America?
I'm not trying to use big words here to talk to our audience. And why the hell does my camera keep doing that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've Jay moved and I got fatter and we're moving stuff around. So
dude. Oh, by the way, Mike discovered oh dude, that's actually pretty good. That light.
Yeah, I like it. It's a
little bit better.
Yeah. Oh, now you look like you're in an orbit.
No, orbit scum. No, Mike actually came over when we were doing that live stream for the Shithole Crow movie, and he actually discovered how to turn the ring light on my camera.
Yeah, you know how I discovered it, you guys? I grabbed it and I turned where it said light, and I turned, and then the light came on. And Jay was like, I mean, what have you done? You've made fire.
I mean, if you just want to downplay your involvement, I was trying to hype you up. You want to self-sabotage. That's cool. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna help you out ever again.
I was gonna say too, by the way, that when I was over there, we were looking at when we were setting that up, like Jay's thing totally fucked me up because your computer being right there had me. Yeah. It was. I'm not used to smelling it.
I know it was another man. I know I cheated on you. Sorry.
Yeah, it was hard to keep myself from touching it as we filmed. Mm-hmm. Courtney, R.I.P. Psycho Sid.
He died.
Who?
Dude, Sid Vicious. Sid Justice, Psycho Sid. Maybe I'm the wrestler, right? Music. Or am I thinking? They call him Psycho Sid, Sid Justice. You'd see it like he was the one that took over for.
Yeah. He passed away 4 hours ago. Well, that's when the story came out.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. Dude, like Sid Justice or Sid Vicious, whatever you wanted to call him, dude. Like he was the next. Like back in the day, they literally geared it all to give to him. They wanted him to be the new Hulk Hogan. Like they really did. In the 90s, and he turned it down because he's like, I'd rather be a heel. Like you need a great heel. But that's why, but it's insane, dude. Like I didn't think Jesus Christ, dude, that's another one.
Yeah, he was only 63, man.
I wonder, I'm not gonna say it is or not, but I mean I wonder if it's steroids related. All those guys passing away in their early 60s and 50s. I mean, look how jacked he was back in like the 90s, dude. Like Sid, I don't know who said it, which former wrestler, but they're like, if you put all the elements to make a perfect wrestler, like that's what he would look like. He could talk on the mic. He had a great body. He had a great look. That's crazy.
No, it doesn't say how he passed, but those guys put their bodies through hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, well, it's unfortunate too. Obviously, yeah. But, and again, I'm not saying he was or not, but he did. I mean, he's a big motherfucker, dude. Like big.
In honor, Courtney Reed has gifted another We Watch the Movie membership, Jesus and you guys, by the way, you guys get the we're used to saying Patreons, but you guys get the commentaries as well. So you guys will be getting that commentary as well as a plethora of other good tracks.
Hell, the Courtney. Thank you.
You're a good man, Courtney, and we love you, buddy. You're too sweet to us. You really are. Sir Cod, he likes fish and Call of Duty. Says, can't wait until Saturday, boys. Got to do a song together. I'll bring the tampons if you bring the Oreos. Do with that what you will. Take care. You coming to the karaoke at the Pivot Brewing in Lexington, Kentucky, Saturday night, 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock? Is that what you're saying to me?
Oh my God, dude. The tampons and the Oreos. Man, I haven't felt like this since the 70s at a Deep Purple concert. You're on. I can't wait.
Yeah. And again, for those of you guys who don't know, we're doing an event with Scarefest Saturday night, 8 p.m. to 11. Pivot Brewing. It's their last night in operation, and they are letting us have a karaoke event there. It's a mistake. It's going to go poorly. I'm just kidding. It's going to be really fun.
I thought when Mike said we're considered hosts on it, I thought we were going to be sitting at like one of those tables where like they do radio shows, like a live radio show, and we're going to be sitting in the corners and be like, and next up on the mic, we've got Cod Gamer. He's going to be singing us a little rendition of I'm a Freak by, whatever. I don't know. That's not really Creep. No, Creep. He's going to be singing Creep. That's a hard song, Cotton. Let's see how that pays off. Oh, he's coming in with a high octave.
No, generally, we're just going to be sitting in the audience with everyone else. It's just our name on the flyer, and we're going to be hanging out there for 3 hours with you guys, and we're going to be singing too. So come have a beer.
Mike's like, I was like, no, we just hang out and drink. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so it's not like I was nervous at first. Like, I don't know.
Jay was practicing like Joe Rogan in Fear Factor.
I was like, I was gonna do that like Tony Hitchcliffe thing, like kill Tony. I was like, oh, we just sit up here like roast people because that's gonna be weird to do it to their face.
Jay's gonna give us a little bit of the song you always do. Why am I missing it?
Bust a Move.
Bust a Move. You don't want to see Jay do Bust a Move live in person?
I guarantee you that it's going to be the wrong tempo, and I'll have to be like, speed it up, because I don't do that fucking slow down shit, okay?
This guy, I went to the last karaoke that they had, and he's good. This DJ.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? It's probably on me though, because that was when I went to an Applebee's and they were having karaoke night, and they were like, I was like, hey man, can you do a Bust a Move? He's like, sure, and it was like, don't just stand there, bust a move. It was like that kind of slow. I'm like,
it's for the Applebee's crowd who are slow.
I know. I was like, I guess it should have been like, she thinks my tractor's sexy, and it would have been like perfect, but I didn't.
we don't want none of that rapping here, so we make sure we set it up on a certain speed. It don't go no faster than so many bars.
Especially not sung by some duded up egg sucking white boy.
Tazavius Bennett, who's the coolest fucking name ever, says, hey Mike and Jay, I hope you guys are doing great. I lost my aunt unexpectedly Thursday night. It's been tough, but you guys get me through. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Sorry, Ty. That sucks, dude.
You guys, as we always say, you guys do the same things for us, so thanks for hanging out this tonight, man. Our thoughts are out to you and your family for sure, buddy. Sorry to hear that. Jay Garza says, hey guys.
Gays.
He just misspelled it.
You're so sweet, Garza. God, you think we're always happy. That's so
a compliment.
Weird.
Okay. I dick till the cows come home.
I'll suck you raw, bro.
Mike, you need to check out the movie Stream. Terrifier team strikes again.
I like how you come in here and insult him first and say, hey, do me a favor. How about no, Scott?
Yeah, I haven't looked up the reviews of that. I saw one person say it was good though. Hopefully it's a banger, man. Adrian, you brought it up. Monday stream. Damn, WCW Nitro's on. DDP versus Hogan. Dude. I wouldn't be streaming. We'd be streaming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If dude, can you imagine if you'd had like, you know how people like constantly like, they review like pay-per-views or whatever, they react to pay-per-views now. Imagine if Nitro was going on back then and we had YouTube and people were, oh my God. We might not even be a movie review channel. We might just like switch over to like, that's all we would talk about anyway. It's just Nitro.
Dude, that would be so fun.
I know. That would be insane. And oh God, it would be because you could literally react to all the cool shit and be waiting for Sting. And when Sting shows up, you're like, oh my God, ejaculate.
Dude, if we could go back in time, that's what we'd do. Be like, hey, dude, we're gonna start the first ever.
Yeah, before YouTube. And they're like, why would you just not start YouTube and then sell it like those guys? And then you have to do anything.
Like, shut your mouth. All right.
Well, you know what? You have bad breath.
Because we want to watch wrestling. That's why.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, Jay, don't feel bad. I haven't seen True Romance either, but I am home with COVID, so I can watch later. Well, that's good. I'm glad. That's not what I meant to say.
I don't know what it is, dude. True Romance. I know everybody talks about it nonstop, but I haven't got a chance to watch it. I just haven't watched it.
Watch it, Gary. It's going to make COVID feel better, and I hope you do feel better, buddy. That sucks, but hopefully it's a quick one. like me in bed. Tiffany says, if you guys were like, bye, Merkins, and had unlimited money to parody a music video, what song would you choose? The Merkins are talented as
they're
fuck. They are.
overrated. No, they're over. I mean, yeah, of course they are.
bed.
I mean, they're totally rated right. I would
That's
say,
a great question.
Oh yeah, if you could, I would think, and I don't. Maybe the Merkins have already done this. I don't know, but I think it'd be a really funny parody to use Leatherface and sing "I'm a Creep" by Radiohead.
I would.
I don't know. I don't. First off, good luck on singing that because that would be insanely hard. But
I'd go all. I literally thought about asking Roy one time. I was like, dude, I got a really good idea for a song. I want to write. Obviously, Blink is where I go in my head, but all the small things, you could do so many things with that.
Yeah,
you know what
true.
I mean?
Yeah.
She gives me blowjobs on the stairs.
I'm actually surprised they haven't done something because they've done like they did. I kill it that way or whatever it was with the Backstreet Boys that they could.
I think they stopped doing covers.
Maybe they did. Yeah.
Understandably, because they put all that work and effort into it, and then they just get to monetize instantly.
That's it's expensive too. I mean, they put a lot of fucking work behind that shit. So
yeah, good dudes. Great question, Terry the Dead. That or Smells Like Teen Spirit would be a fun one as well.
That'd be a good one too.
Terry the Dead, man, but for 2 months. I got
all right, Terry.
Can't stay and watch, but here's my list: The Game, Cube, Devil's Advocate, Cube. You remember Pierogies?
Yeah, dude. Actually, when he said The Game, I thought he meant the GameCube. I was like, oh, that's a great console. It's a good console.
Donnie Brasco, Men in Black, Face Off, Con Air.
Yep.
Austin Powers.
Oh.
Austin Powers come out that year?
I thought it came. Oh. Fuck, it did.
I could be. I didn't see it. I think you're
man.
lying.
Fucking
like
I'm changing mine.
L.A. Confidential and Copland. L.A. Confidential. I tried to get into that movie. My dad used to love it. We had it on VHS. I tried to watch it.
That's Kim Basinger in it when she was still really hot.
Yeah, and Russell Crowe, I believe. That's a great list, Terry. That's good
stuff,
shit.
Terry. Have a good night.
Lee the Machine Bowers, also a member. Bing, bing, turkey's done.
Thank you,
2
man.
months. Anything from boys, Loomis and Chalice, cheers to 2 months. And Jay, love the new setup.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. Nice to see you, dude.
Thanks.
I gotta get some Asian tea. I'm out. Out of Asian tea.
Put it in your gullet. Take it down, big man. Take this down. Take this big thing down, man. That's what I meant to say. Wow, really?
it's like, hey, look at my big dick.
Look at this big old bill I got from Applebee's the other night. Wow, Willie, pick 3 actors and their filmographies to keep. The others disappear. All right, this is a good one. Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, Keanu, Mel Gibson, Robert De Niro, Kurt Russell. Fuck you for that.
So you can only pick 3, and everyone else's like work disappears.
Goes away into like gets Thanos snapped.
Okay, well, I'm like for me, it's 100% Mel Gibson, Tom Cruise, and De Niro.
Now.
De Niro. Nope. That's what I'm going with.
You're gonna get rid of fucking Kurt Russell?
I have to. I do. I love him, but I mean, to be fair, like, dude, I'm like De Niro, Gibson, and Tom Cruise films over all of the other ones. I don't care about Harrison Ford. I mean, oh fuck, dude, wait, where about Indy? I love Indiana Jones. Oh my god, Bad Dates. Oh my god, can I live? I mean, I can honestly live without Star Wars. I can. I know that's really weird. What the hell? Who been smoking your lightsaber? I don't know if I can leave without Indiana Jones, dude. Indiana Jones, except for the new ones. All the new ones are shit, but the original 3.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Harrison Ford immediately. I've never been that big of an indie guy. I like him as much as the next guy, but I'm not. So Harrison Ford's gone for me. And that leaves people I'm not willing to get rid of. You can't get rid of Keanu, dude. Point Break, Matrix, fucking John Wick.
I mean, I can live without the Matrix because it makes me question reality, and I don't like that.
Hurts my neck. Definitely keeping Mel. I'm not even thinking about that. All right, Lethal Weapon, favorite movie.
De Niro's just been in too many classics. Like
you can't get rid of De Niro. That's
it's a staple of modern cinema.
Goodfellas alone. So it's got to be Mel. It's got to be De Niro, and it's. I hate to say this, dude, because I'm gonna have to get rid of Tom Cruise here.
Dude, Top Gun, Days of Thunder, like Mission Impossible, all of that, like, dude. I mean, because if you look at Kurt Russell,
Mission Impossible hurts the most.
Well, Kurt Russell, if you look at his work, though, Kurt Russell is amazing and badass in all that he does, and he is a gentleman in everything that he does as well. And he's been married to Goldie Hawn for a long time. But you can't say everything. Tango and Cash would still be around. It just would be Sylvester Stallone was in that as well, so it couldn't just be a line.
It'd just be Tango.
Tombstone.
Cash.
Yeah,
Or
Tombstone would be
fucking-
gone. Well, Tombstone gone away. We
I'm
don't
gonna keep-
that.
I'm gonna keep Keanu, Gibson, and De Niro. That's my final answer. It hurts.
Also, I kept Cruz, Gibson, and De Niro.
I won.
Nope. mine was
JK.
better.
Halloween 6. Friday Part 4 or Freddy's Revenge. You can only keep one.
Fuck you all.
guys
Why are
throwing
you all
out
playing?
bangers tonight.
You're all playing these games. You play these games, dog. I mean, first off, Freddy's Revenge. I don't care about that one. I do care about
do
that
love
one.
it, but it's
Never mind.
gone.
I'm thinking about Freddy's Dead. I'm stupid right now. Okay, so you can only keep one.
We're gonna get. I know what our answer is, and we're both gonna get chastised, and we're gonna get prickly stuff put in our butts for it.
What?
I can't get rid of Halloween 6, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, I like prickly things inside my butt, so I'm fine with that. If that's
Like
what's
a
going to
cat.
happen to us, yeah, it's no big deal. I like rub my ass on it. That's
He
fine.
rubs his dick
I mean,
in
obviously,
broken
so
glass.
obviously, this channel it's always skewed towards Halloween. That's why they hate on everything else. Actually, one of my favorite franchises of all time is Nightmare on Elm Street. Little do people remember, but but Halloween 6 is superior for me
I think Friday 4 is a better film.
overall.
Well,
but Halloween 6 is just like it's
Halloween
just
6 is like our baby. Like nobody else loves and respects it. So like,
Well-
I'm not letting it go. I'm holding on. I'm going out of the ship with it,
You're also, well, here's the thing. You also get like one of the most vicious moments in Halloween history with the operating room scene with the strobe light effect. That's amazing as hell. And also he's extremely vicious in that movie overall. And it was also a renewal in a lot of ways from what the dog shit that we got in Halloween 5. At least in Halloween 6. Yes, it was a mess plot wise, but they gave us something pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to like argue it for you guys because I know we're gonna be alone in this opinion, but I'm gonna keep it. It just makes me laugh. This was back at 8:19 p.m., but I just saw it pop up, and I don't know what he was talking about, but it just makes me laugh because Dean Tweet just went, "This is riveting shit."
You know what? It might have probably been when you were trying to like you were
I'm
trying to
betting.
do that.
Yeah. But it reminds me of Pulp Fiction. Was like, "This is some gourmet shit, right?"
Dude, if it had been someone like Dean Cream, that's thank you as a member, it would have been great if it was just some guy that ran in like a random, like this is riveting dog shit. This is great.
That would have made more sense. Jer Bear Adventures, thank you
Hey,
so
Jer
much.
Bear.
Great kind to you. Says, hey fellas, handsome man, you're a handsome guy. I can see it in your mouth. Thank you guys for all the great content over the years. Thanks for stopping me from seeing The Crow 2024. Hey, that's our jobs.
Hey, good stuff, dude. I'm glad you didn't see it. That was
Normally we don't say that about movies. We're like, hey, go check it out for yourself. With The Crow, we're like, don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
And they listen. Dude, that movie came in 8th place in its own opening weekend. It got beat out by a 15-year anniversary of Coraline. 8th place, The Crow, opening weekend.
Yeah, dude. Well, The Crow, that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea who in the fuck approved that. It's probably Joe Biden. Just forgot about things. He probably forgot that it wasn't done yet. Oh, this movie's not done? No, I will say, and by the way, we did mention this in our review reaction, whatever you want to call it. What's his name? Skarsgård was jacked to the tits. He was jacked, and that's what everyone was talking about, like how like great he looked. He did look amazing, but that was the only part of the whole film that was great.
Yeah,
Everything
I'll
else
take a
was
shit in a box and mark it guaranteed if you want. I got
Yeah,
spare time.
it was bad. It was a bad, awful movie. And I think that every other site I saw or every other review channel that was talking about was like, it was the worst. It is absolutely the worst, I think, reviewed movie this year. Because before that, I think Borderlands was
I
up
think
there.
has it beat.
No, I think this movie beat it.
No, this has got like a 28% or something. It's
What a
not that
bunch of
bad.
assholes on there.
Box office, though, that's crazy, dude. $50 million, you make $4 million opening weekend. You come in 8th place behind Coraline, that's 15 years old. That's crazy. We
Great
told
movie.
you. We told you. Fans told you we don't want Eric Drape as a face tattooed teenager.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
I don't
into-
want to watch the origin story of the Speedway junkie. Thanks.
Fucking hilarious
Like
reaction.
someone
shit.
would like that, but not me.
What would you guys think of an animated version of The Crow? That would be badass. love
That would be great. I think don't they have something like that, or they did something along those lines of something animated, or they did. I thought they did, but it would be cool either way. It would be. You know, what would be really cool if they did do like an HBO like Spawn, like every Saturday
That's what
night. That's exactly what I would do.
That exact animation popped in my head.
Yeah,
when
that's
you
yeah.
said
Because you know what's really like crazy is Keith David was fucking phenomenal as the voice of Spawn. By the way, I really wish they would just start doing that again. Like HBO would start making like like adult animated shows based on comic books like Spawn, or you could do Blade if Marvel had balls, which they don't, but they did with Deadpool. So who knows? We might have a future there. But something like that would be really cool, the same animated art style. But we'll probably never ever go back to that time. But who knows?
I'd love that, man. I would love it. And thank you so much, man. Mercurio80, member for 2 months. Says,
thank you,
Mumble Rap Crow sucks ass. Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, you don't you ever talk about the origin story of a Speedway junkie / Skilleros. It's hard coming up in them streets. You know what I'm saying?
And I knew it would happen too. I've been seeing all over the internet. People just coming out, the 8 people who saw it, popping out and be like, you know what? It's not that bad.
Oh,
People
yeah,
are-
okay.
People are being too mean to it. It's not that bad. Like, no, man, like it really is. Like,
I-
it's bad as a standalone movie. It's really bad as a Crow movie, and it's fucking garbage juice as an Eric Draven Crow movie.
Yeah,
It's
they
an
just sound like what
abomination of
they
film.
just sound like they're repeating what their girlfriends told them the first time they had sex with them. It's not that bad. You weren't terrible. But no, it's not true. Like, listen, we went in there as Crow fans, and and there were times we like, it's not bad, but it never, but it literally fell off every single time it got any momentum going for it. It's a horseshit, badly paced, terrible, fucking 10th grade written romance movie. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
And literally halfway through the movie, he goes, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I don't like her that much, yo." It's like, are you kidding? And we got to go right back to the beginning of the movie again. Fuck.
When you find it hard to love me harder. It's like, Jesus Christ. Fucking go back to Spencer's and work at the fucking clerk's desk.
Gary B, member for a month. He says, "We gotta outrun the wind."
Oh,
Fuck yeah, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, dude.
Thank all you guys, new members, patrons, and everything. Seriously, Tanner freaking Bowles says, "Sup, guys? My 2 favorites from '97 are Liar Liar and Nothing to Lose." That's a great one, man. You guys are the best.
Thank you, man.
I'm a Scot, man.
Thank you, Tanner, dude. I like that profile pic. We look like 2 assholes there. Oh, we look so drunk.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, I know. We look so terrible, dude.
That's us and Tanner.
We look like fat ICP managers.
Nah, dude, that's the Scarefest lighting. That's not our fault.
Yeah, that's what
That's not
it
our
is.
fault.
Yeah, that lighting that looks good on everyone else but us.
I
It's
love
not
the
our fault.
Nothing to Lose love, though, man. I really do. No, go on, Ella. Go. You want to say hi? Hello, I'm pissed to see you. Okay.
Nice teeth.
Get out of here. Go. Oh, don't fuck up my. Nope. She's like a tank, just running
I
through
know.
everything. Massbeth says, "Lava!"
Listen, the profile pic is perfect because that's exactly how it would sound like the guy from that's how the guy would sound like with the profile pic. We walk into a bar, it's like, rock on, boys. I like y'all.
He's gonna be there at Saturday night in a
I know.
cubby in a corner of karaoke by himself. I'm like, it's good shit.
And someone's
boy."
going, God, Jay don't even know who the fuck that is. Yes, I do. I have a jaw shower curtain, legitimately.
I saw it, dude. I was taking
Yeah,
a piss in there.
I didn't
was
take it
like,
out,
"Oh,
but April did. It's not my favorite movie, but
it's funny, dude, because we did karaoke with Garrett, who a lot of you guys know from the Patreon on here. We doing karaoke with Garrett one night, and some guy came up to him just like that. Dude, I swear to God, he still had a construction vest on, and he came
Yeah.
up and he had like long white hair and a ponytail. He's like, "Hey man, you ever think about starting a band? Because I know some guys." He's like, "I could put you guys in contact together. You guys will
Oh.
take over the world." He's like, "Thank you."
it's like all I gotta ask for you is you take your pants down real quick and let me see what I'm working with in the back
Yeah.
real fast.
It's
Well,
like
all
the
right,
beginning of
this-
Maxine.
I'd be back there, like, all right, well, there better be a music contract in this.
It's like a Maxine. She's like, "That was amazing. Could you take your top off for us and let us see your breasts, please?"
I almost rented that the other night. I didn't know because it's
Good, you
available
should
to
watch
rent.
it. I think you'll like it. Mike Parton says, "See if Joel Schumacher was still alive, I'd give him another shot at the superhero genre. That way he can do whatever he wanted without studio pressure." Michael, I'm gonna thank you for coming in today. You're a true American. Now get the fuck out of my office. No disrespect to Joel Schumacher, but I don't think that man should ever go near superhero movies again.
Well, I mean, listen, it was really hard for me to believe later on when you look at the movies that he's done. Joel Schumacher was responsible for The Lost Boys, Phone Booth, which was an amazing underrated film with Colin Farrell. I mean, and then you look at something like Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, and it clearly is a toy commercial about Batman and Robin. Like, there's no doubt whatsoever. And there was a lot of studio pressure on after the Tim Burton weird Batman Returns. I know people love Batman Returns, but for me, Batman Returns is weird, but it scared a lot of parents, and they were pissed off about taking, "Oh, my kids were scarred by Danny DeVito's wiener." And they're like, "What? There was no wiener in that movie?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you didn't see the unedited cut." But whatever it was, the studio were like, "Well, from now on, we got to go back to like the comic book, Adam West. Okay, we got to sell toys here, Joel. Okay, Joel." And Joel was like, "Okay, well, I like nipples on my batsuit." And they're like, "You can have that, but everything else, kid stuff." And I think that's what happened. I feel like if Joel Schumacher, honest to God, I mean, Joel Schumacher did pitch after the disaster of Batman and Robin. He asked the studios for another chance. He said something along the lines of like, I want to do Batman Year One or something, and he was going to take it back to the basics, which I think was the rough draft that became Batman Begins. A lot of that stuff probably was what Joel Schumacher had in mind. But now, whether or not he would have followed through that, we don't know. But I think Joel Schumacher he was a good director. I just think there was a shit ton of studio interference.
He was a good director. I just think he had a really skewed and weird take on superhero movies. I think that was kind of his vibe. You know what I mean?
The thing about I remember when they asked him to defend, well, they didn't ask him to defend it, but he talked in defense of those suits. He was like, well, Greek superheroes or Greek statues looked like the bodysuits that he was going for. I think he just concentrated a lot. Like there were weird things in Batman and Robin, like the close-ups on the cod pieces and the butt cheeks when they were putting the suits on. I'm like, yeah, they got big dicks. I understand, and it's metaled. Lovely. But we don't need a zoom in on it. But it was weird. But yeah, I still think overall he probably would have done a better job if he'd had zero studio interference. But still, I don't know. I think that and then people are like, what about if the director's cut of Batman Forever? I don't think there is a director's cut. I mean, if there is, I know there is something like a director's cut, but not like a full like Zack Snyder type of director's cut or anything like that.
Yeah, I think it would be. I've seen the little clips from it. I think it would make the movie a little bit better, but it still wouldn't change everything. Surprise, motherfucker! I have for you all my number 9 movie of 1997. Are you ready?
Yes.
They're doing their part.
There you go.
Join the mobile infantry and save the world.
I did it. It's Starship Troopers.
I know.
Get it?
It's good. I like it. Yeah, and that girl that was like saluting, she's the only fucking girl on that whole goddamn team worth a damn. Because she's the one that actually wanted Casper Van Diem for Casper Van Diem and not fucking, go on to flight school and cheating on him.
That is 100% true about that, dude. Dizzy was the one for him.
Dizzy
was the one for what's his name? Rico.
Rico, yeah.
Rico, I think it was. Dude, I love this movie so much. And the great thing about Starship Troopers is that you could watch it as a kid, which I did, have no idea what in the fuck ever that they were talking about, that Paul Verhoeven was saying all these crazy things about society and propaganda and on war and all that stuff. And I had no idea. And I sat back and I watched that and I was like, this shit rips. I was like, this as a kid, I was like, this movie kicks ass. They got those giant bugs. There's all this action. There's the hot Denise Richards. There's all this, even though you're right, Dizzy was a way better. She got screwed over 100%. And he took Casper Van fucking Dien and put him in this crazy special effects, badass war movie that was funny, that was entertaining, that was sci-fi, like just wild shit, man. Starship Troopers is a badass fucking film. And then you get older and you watch it again and you're like, shit, this thing goes so much deeper than we thought. And it's interesting on a whole new level. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. And the reason why it was so effective for kids anyway is because it looked like a video game come to life. Like that's what it was. I mean, Paul Verhoeven is great at doing that. And he also is able to make great movies and disguise a political message underneath of it, which, he's not beating you over the fucking head with the message. It's like subtle. In his movies, it's interwoven. Look at RoboCop. RoboCop was a great example. Like as a kid, when you watched it, you're like, "Oh, it's cool. It's a cool robot movie that's like a guy's kicking some ass." But really, there's like a subtle interwoven message behind that about consumerism and all this crazy shit that's going out of control, capitalism and things like that. But yeah, dude. Overall, Starship Troopers is like it's not. Well, no, it is. I mean, you can go back and watch that. It's timeless in a way. You can go back and watch it and still love it every time. It's a little. It's cheesy on the special effects nowadays, but it's still the general story is great. And the interactions, the cast is awesome.
And it still managed to have that campiness to it, like for fun. And then also the thing, and I agree with you. The thing about that is like today, if a movie like that came out, the movie didn't have to be good. They would just be like, oh, if you didn't like it, that just means you disagree with my message. Yeah. So it's not that my movie sucks, it's that you're a piece of shit.
You're a talentless hack.
Back then, a movie like that would come out and people would be like, I like it or I don't like it based on the entertainment value of the film, and the extra shit just happened to be extra. It was a better time to be alive. It really was. And that's why we love the 90s so much. But Jay's number 9 is going to be something that I'm shocked by. All right. I don't
like giving you fucking any kind of leg up.
I was shocked by this. I'm only buying time so I could pull up your clip. To be honest with you, Jay, I'm not.
Well, now
trying
you've
to
ruined it
steal
because
your
you're making
thunder.
it. I was supposed to set it up. Now I can't even do it.
Well, I've got a lot going on right now. All right, give
I
me
feel
a
like this
fucking
room
break.
is fucking literally like so smoky looking, and I don't know why. I can't fix
No, I
these
think it looks
fucking
fine. I think
lights,
it looks
dude.
fine.
God damn it.
I think it looks fine. Quit fucking with it. I think
No.
you're just making it worse.
It's like that'll never heal if you don't stop scratching.
I actually can't find your clip. If you just want to go ahead and announce yours, I'll just put it on there.
Okay.
It wasn't a great. I couldn't find a great clip for it anyway. So
That's
we're not.
all right.
missing
Well,
that.
my number 9 movie is the origin story of Triple H, the game. That wasn't that. You could have just used the Triple H music.
I should have. That would have been
But nobody would have probably got it if you had seen it. Okay, well, the reason why it's Sean Penn, Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas is phenomenal in this movie. I think wasn't this a Schumacher film, or it could be wrong.
This is David Fincher. You fuck.
That's right. It's a Joel Schumacher film. So for sure. No, I did like this movie.
Did you
really,
not know that? Is that why you picked it? Would you not have picked it if you knew it was my favorite?
No, I don't have
film?
any hate towards Fincher. I mean, you just get mad at James Cameron because everything he touches is fucking gold. You just can't
Not
stand it.
Avatar.
I know. No, well, he's still gold.
It makes money, but so
Yeah.
does a
hooker on the
child
street.
prostitution. So
Wow. You know what? I'm not even going to dignify that with a dumb shit ass answer because that's not true, but it is. But either way, no, I will
I
say
meant to
this.
say
about-
sex trafficking. I
I
apologize.
know it's fine. It's fine. This is demonetized as fuck now. It doesn't matter. We'll just go back and edit that.
Yeah.
Delete it. No. So the game, Michael Douglas, Sean Penn, great movie. Love the idea behind it, and it actually was one of those films when I had no idea what it was all about when I watched it. I think it was one of the first times I took a chance on a film. Like I really did take a chance on it. I had no idea. I think I got a general gist of what was going on, but based on the back of the VHS box or something. And then I loved it, dude. It's like it was early M. Night Shyamalan kind of thing going on. I don't want to spoil the movie at all because I mean there is a lot going on, but it does make you question like when the fuck did it end? Like, is it over? Like, is it real? Like, am I real? What's going on? These my fingers? I don't know. It's like, but it was a great idea. And like, I was always wondering, like, did they ever make a real, like an actual game like that? But I think they do. It's like those haunted houses, those extreme haunted houses in New York where they kidnap you and shit. Yeah. But anyway, it's a great fucking movie, dude.
Yeah, I was really shocked by that, by the way, because like I didn't have it in my top 10. I love David Fincher, and I do love that movie because it's an awesome movie. If you guys have never seen The Game with Michael Douglas and Sean Penn, absolutely go watch it. But I love that movie a lot too. And you're right, like you never know. Like, is this the end of the game?
When is it over? Tell me.
I was looking, and like it's like a M. Night Shyamalan movie in a way because like there's going to be a twist, and whether the twist works for you really like. It's kind of the determiner of how you feel about the movie, but I thought they did a good job with it.
Yeah, it's like being in court and representing yourself, and the judge is like, any more motions? And you're like, is this a test, or am I supposed to know something?
Yeah,
I gotta. By the way, I gotta go pee. So if you want, you think your next one. And,
wait, real quick though, before you go, just let me do this because I got it queued up.
Okay. It better not be a rushing waterfall because I'll pee my pants. I swear to God.
That would be so funny.
I know. I really would do straight up.
My number 8's gonna be.
Oh, I can't hear it.
You can't hear that?
No, but I literally know what he's saying because she's
Okay.
a figment of your fucking imagination.
That's what it was. All right, go pee. I'm gonna
right.
fix that.
All right, I'll be back.
You know what? I'm so sick of the people of this town and the things not working the way they should be working. Let's fix that. Let's fix it together. I'm terrible at technology. Someone else should be doing this because I'm not good at my job. You got to click share system audio or it doesn't work. I screwed that whole thing up. This was the clip I was trying to play from Chasing Amy.
The man-hating dyke.
Good. Why?
I don't know.
Because the other three are figments of your fucking imagination!
It's a great scene. It's a great movie. I love Chasing Amy so much. That's going to be my I gave myself way too many things to click here, and I'm trying to speak words while typing and doing too much. But no, Chasing Amy, dude, I love it. I think when we were kids, when we were younger, and you first get into the View Askew universe, and you watch Clerks for the first time, and you watch Mallrats, Chasing Amy was a little bit different. It felt strange. It's like, oh, they're being so serious. They're being like Ben Affleck even had his little artsy mustache or whatever, and they're all talking smart. It was like the coffee shop, she stole my cat era of the 90s or whatever. But It's definitely more talky. It's more Tarantino-ish in the script and the way they talk. And then also then suddenly it's like, this just became like disgusting, the way that they speak and the things they say, finger cuffs, all the shit that goes on. As a kid, it was weird, but as I get older, every passing year, I probably watch this once a year just because I love Jason Lee and Ben Affleck's dynamic in the movie. The Renee Zellweger looking girl, I cannot remember her name. She's amazing, and I feel terrible for not remembering her name because she's in a lot of these movies, and she's an underrated actress too. So good. The story was wild. It was weird. It ends. That was a ballsy ending. I won't ruin it for you if you haven't seen Chasing Amy. You should totally watch it if you're into those kind of movies. But the ending was like, I was like, I can't believe they're doing this shit. I can't believe this is happening. But leading up to that part, apart from the making out stuff, no, there's just a lot of good friendship stuff in this movie. There's a lot of interesting thoughts on dating and men trying to date a lesbian and what that would be like and the whole thing. And I just like the town that they're in or whatever, like the bars that they go to comic cons. I like that Banksy and Holden are working together on comic books. It's just a really cool place to spend a couple hours, and it's got a really cool script to it. I think Chasing Amy rocks shit. I really do. So that's why it's so high on my list. It definitely wouldn't have been when I was younger, when we were watching these movies for the first time. I'll tell you that right now. So I gave myself too much to click. Those clips just may not be worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? They may just not be worth the fucking squeeze. But all right, it's gonna be. I almost wrote Mallrats. Hey, man. Oh, I had you muted.
Yes.
Listen, my number 8's Chasing Amy. But you know what's crazy about that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah. Well, if it's gonna be mine,
are you taking a piss right now?
No. Yeah, I did. I am.
God damn it. If I ever fucking do this again, I swear to God.
I'll just subscribe to another channel.
You ready for your number 8?
Yeah, I wrote it, so I'm ready. I know what it is, but do you guys know what it is? No.
It is. Why won't you?
The blackest brother in the galaxy, Nubian God.
What's Nubian?
Shut the fuck up.
God, I love that.
Chasing Amy. Mine's legitimately Chasing Amy, dude.
Amy, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, well,
that's crazy.
That's why me and Mike and some random lesbian are gonna have a threesome together because my boy loves you more than a way that he's not ready for yet.
I literally started to say that there's some scenes in this that remind me of your and I's friendship, and then I paused real quick and I was like, except for the
gay part. Well, here's the thing: like when Ben Affleck, listen, if when Ben Affleck kisses him and he's like, I think we all should have a threesome. If Mike said that, I was like, dude, you have lost your stupid fucking brain.
Doesn't Ben Affleck go like? Doesn't he go like? I mean, if that's what it takes, I'll do it. I was like,
yeah,
no way, dude.
It was something like. Yeah, like his brain dead thing was like he was gonna fuck Brody and the girl in order to keep his friendship alive with him and the girl. I don't know. It was weird. It was like I was like, it's almost as strange as Mary and J-Lo a second time.
They both
like that's not going. That's that like you know what's gonna happen, Ben. You married J-Lo 2 times in a row.
Yeah, they both pissed me off in that movie. By the way, like they both get on my nerves. Ben Affleck is kind of being a dick to him about trying to date this girl, but also Jason Lee's character pisses me off too because he's being a whiny little bitch.
Well, that's because Jason Lee was in love with him.
Yeah, I know.
That's the point. Jason Lee was gay, or he was maybe he wasn't gay. Maybe he was just like in love with his friend. I don't know what his whole thing was. I don't know, but yeah, that's what it was. He was jealous. Yeah. But it also could have been a very hetero jealousy too, and they just and then Ben Affleck read the message wrong, where it's like his friend was just like saying, like, "Hey man, it's you and I, like we're like bros," and like all of a sudden this lesbian bitch is like taking up all your time.
Well, I think that Jason, yeah, that's because that's what you feel while you're watching the first time.
Well, that's what I feel like, but that's what I'm saying is it could have been that Jason Lee was in love. Like romantically with Ben Affleck's character, or it could have been Ben Affleck is misinterpreting what his friend is just like saying, I miss my friend.
Yeah. It's an interesting movie and it also happens to be really funny.
But then someone's going to say, why don't you guys just say you're anti-gay?
I was hoping they would make out. They kind of did.
Please, bitch. Archie fucks Jughead. Everyone knows that. Pick
I
up
love
the
that
fucking
scene.
comic book. I love that guy. That guy's great.
I love it. Yeah, I love it because they're literally at a bar in the middle of it. And do that scene where Ben Affleck thinks she's singing to him, but he's standing there like,
Yeah.
and then she walks right by him and makes out. That girl's one of the most cringe.
Now
things
that's
I've
what
ever
I
seen in a
call a shared moment.
movie. That shit was great, dude. We've all got a friend like Jason Lee in that movie who's just a dick about stuff like that. All
Well, he
the
pretty
time.
much was the same guy from Mallrats.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Don't call me a fucking tracer. Christopher
I ink
826.
things.
Happy birthday, man. I mean, happy birthday. And I'd love to stay here and I'd love to sing to you, sit on your face, whatever calls for, because that's what doctors do. I was probably there the day you were born. I've seen your wiener before already. So now that you're an adult, I'm going somewhere I shouldn't go with this. It's getting late. I could use it. I could use a drink.
Happy birthday, Christopher. 826. Is that how many times you applied for a job? Make it 827. Get out of my face. That should be your new screen name. Christopher 827. I know it's getting old. Like, you're like, Jay, come on. Seriously, Loomis would probably talk about more than just like getting a job every time. But you know what? That's what I think he would talk about. So that's what I'm going to do because I like to do that. And you're probably right. He probably would talk about more interesting things. But at the same time, Loomis is an old, crotchety man. By the time you get to Halloween 5 and 6, and he's been burned up to shit, he probably all he thinks about is like his social security and like people not having jobs.
I don't think it's getting old.
Thanks from the Peanut Gallery.
You're welcome, babe. I'm here for you. Michael Parton says Titanic is ranked as my number one.
Of course it is, Michael, because you love Celine.
I spit on you.
Listen, everyone like Titanic. I never like. I know a lot of people like that were like hardcore bros that like that movie, but I could never get into that film. I never could. Yes, it's cool how they shot the Titanic fall, breaking apart, and at the time it was incredible. It did look amazing as far as effects go, but as for like the story and shit, I never gave a fuck about any of that stuff.
I thought it was a terrible movie, especially since the director just
God, you
really
know what?
ham-fisted
You know
it.
what? I can't hear you with that pity dick in your mouth. Spit
What?
it out. What?
Yeah, wait a minute. I thought James Cameron's your favorite director. How's Titanic?
No, but I'm not shoved up his asshole and love everything he does.
like me.
Yeah, like Ray
you are
fucking
my
Finkel.
Dude, I never got Titanic, just like I never got Avatar. And it's really not because it's James Cameron.
No,
I just think it's too long. I think it's
Yeah.
boring. I don't think it's that fascinating at all. And I just use it as a way to make out with chicks in the movie theater. when I
James
was, like,
Cameron. Well,
12
no,
or whatever.
that's why James Cameron did it. Probably just for dudes to make out with their chicks in the theater. But but also you look at it like Cameron did do like the fact that it was like whatever it cost back in the day was like the most expensive movie in history or some shit, and it made like a fucking ton of money. Like, and it did look great effects wise. Billy Zane was a great bad guy in that movie. I
Love Billy Zane.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio and what's her name? I don't know. I don't care. I just didn't care about that shit. But it was cool that Cameron also funded that, or his company or whatever, that submarine that went down and like saw the Titanic on the ocean floor. That was cool. But otherwise, man, it's just not for me. It ain't for me, dog.
Yeah, could never get into it, man. Could never do it. Cody Buchanan, my son's 18th birthday is this Friday. Can you tell him to move out, please? LOL. Can you give him a shout out, Marky Mark and Slender Man? Happy birthday, little man. You know you gotta be a big man someday. You're gonna have to go out there, and if you want a 12-pack of beer, you're gonna have to beat a guy up, and you're gonna have to curb stomp him on the street for it. Other than that, you can get a job. You can get out of your papa's house. You can get a job for yourself, running around like a silverback fucking gorilla. Go around, put in every application you can on the street. Because there ain't no new kids on the block. There's only old kids on the block. And that's going to be you.
Happy birthday, son of Buchanan. It's your 18th birthday, which also means it's time for the little crow to leave the nest. Got to fly out on your own. You know what I'm saying?
I was
You
almost
got-
a crow once.
We don't know what that means. You got to fly away from the nest. You got to fly away, and you got to sprout them wings and soar like an eagle, like the seal song. Oh no, he said fly like eagle. Yeah, to the sea. But anyway, happy birthday to you. Time you get 18 days, and then you got to find the place now. Get on out of here.
that's literally how Slender Man tells me. Get on out of here. Go.
I know.
Happy birthday, man, for your son. Gary B. MK Annihilation is as enjoyable as Imaginary. That is a correct.
I've never seen Imagineer, so I have no idea. But if it's that bad, I don't want to.
Don't do
Yeah.
it. I want to grab your face, but like,
Just stay here. Don't try to leave.
yeah, don't ever go. Don't ever go. Robert Parker, thank you so much. Appreciate that. He says, with Long Legs and Romulus being successes at the box office, could this change things for horror? Bigger budgets, Oscar noms, and wins. How many people view the horror genre? It's clear lots of people love these films. Dude, I think that's not a new thing. I think that we see that every single year. And horror is, who said this? Was it Sam? I think it might have been Sam Raimi. No, it was George Romero who said this on the set of Bruiser when Blair Witch came out. He was like, Blair Witch is the reason I got to do this movie, more or less. He said that. He was like, because every few years or so, this will happen. Horror will come out with a super low budget movie that makes millions and millions of dollars, and then everybody will try to replicate it, and then the genre will die down again until a new one. Horror is always the thing that revitalizes the box office, but I think it's just the standard now. I don't think they're going to change. I think they're going to try to keep it, because there's a lot of horror movies coming out these days. It's like every week there's a new. It's beautiful, and a lot of them are original. It's the only genre right now doing original films, like constantly.
Yeah. I don't think anything's going to change, to be fair. I think that, I think horror is always like maintained like a special place in a lot of people's heart and fart. And it doesn't matter, because the assholes that run the Academy of the Oscars will always turn their noses up at something if it's horror related. They just don't. It's the same thing with superhero films, dude. Like, there are very, very, very few superhero films that get the nod at the Oscars, like Joker did. But there's films also that will get the snub. I think The Dark Knight, didn't it get snubbed or something? Something got snubbed, and it was it was an incredible movie, and for all intents and purposes, the best movie of the year. And it was like, no, we don't play with superhero shit around here. Okay, the Oscars, we're doing 12 Years a Slave, you dumb bitch. Get out of our face. Like, okay, that's fine if you want to be an asshole and act like you've seen a movie you've not seen. Because everybody that on those red carpets, they'll ask them about it. And they're like, oh, what'd you think? It's like, I thought it was powerful. What'd you like about it? It was powerful. Because you never seen it. You've never seen it. You're an asshole. So I think that it's one of those things that, unfortunately, it's going to continue to be like that. It doesn't matter how well received it is by critics and how many people love it and adore it and how big the budget is and like how game changer of a movie it will be. It will always be snubbed, most likely, at the Oscars and Academy, because again, they're highbrow assholes. That's
the Academy will always. I mean, I know you got Silence of the Lambs and stuff like that, but for the most part, they're really screwing that up. But the Oscars maybe will end up changing their tune, because I think that they're not doing as well viewership wise and all that stuff. And it's getting old. People only watch to see if someone gets smacked or whatever anymore. Yeah. And also, I also want to say, I think
that's the only time I would want to watch it.
I only watched it. I loved it when they fucked up Moonlight and La La Land. That shit was great.
Well, I also like the Golden Globes when Ricky Gervais roasted ass on that. Yeah, that thing was great. Too. But here's the thing. I was just thinking about this. The Changeling didn't win any award at all. The Changeling with George C. Scott, and that was a bad. Did The Exorcist win anything? I don't even know if The Exorcist did.
So. Probably not.
Yeah.
But and I also want to add that that quote from The Office was like, how do we know? I wish there was a way to know that we were in the good times when we're in the good times. Yeah. I think that's kind of what's going on with horror right now too. I think if you take a step back and look at every other movie genre and how flaccid and repetitious and everything's got to have an IP now. Horror's like right now is in a golden era, and I think it's Blumhouse is trying to fuck it up for us with their empty, vapid, fucking PG-13 shitholes that they're throwing out every other week. But I do think that as a whole, as far as original content, horror is the best genre to be in right now. So I think we're in it. I think it's
great. Write down Jason Blum will not be joining us ever for an interview. That's fine.
He never liked this.
I know. That's true. I know. It was just
it's gonna be fine. Rob Barker, Titanic, #1 1997 film for me. Damn, that's two of you. Get out.
Powerful.
Into the street with our friend's 18-year-old child.
By the way, 312 of you sexy souls here on a Monday evening. We like and appreciate you. We love each and every one of you. Stick around. Let's have some fun. Drink some beers.
Put a finger in your butt if you're feeling squirrely. Mm-hmm. Second favorite film of all time after John Carpenter's Halloween. Oh my God, that's wild, Robin. I apologize for all the horrible things we said because we love you.
But no, I mean that's just not. It's not. No, I know a lot of people that did really love Titanic. I have a brother, like a younger brother of mine, that was like in love with that film, and he's like all about like ICP and like smoking weed and being weird.
He loved that movie.
Yeah, dude, he loved it. Like he literally asked Daddy to get him like the VHS tape for Christmas.
The double.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you? I was like, now let me be like. I was like, now listen.
I would have never guessed.
Now listen, young sir. I'm going to say that you maybe. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and say that you actually liked it, or are you repeating one part of the movie over and over again and playing with your little salami? draw me like one of those French girls. I don't know which part you're doing it with, but either way, there are a lot of people that did enjoy that movie, and again, for various reasons. And Titanic is, for the time it came out, it was like a huge effects movie for sure. But hey man, it's powerful. Like Titanic and Halloween back to back. We love to see it. I would
I
not
don't even like
expect that at the
Titanic, but I
drive-in.
love it.
Like, you had to go to like
One of my
all right.
favorite people, Katie Southbottom's new member. Welcome, Katie. Welcome.
I just imagine going to the drive-in though, and someone saying, "Oh man, tonight's double feature is going to be crazy. We got Halloween." Like, fuck yeah, dude. Like after that, Titanic.
Going
Like I
down.
can't believe it. I was like, that's a horror movie, I guess, of the deep sea. Because of what happens. But spoiler alert, everyone knows what happens, so it's not going to be a surprise.
That is true. That is true. I still feel bad for Jack. That was some bullshit. Meggie Alexis 1694 says, if I were to pick my favorite movie of 97, it would be Disney's Hercules. All
That's
right,
strong. That's a strong choice. I like
we're
this movie.
spreading it out. We're spreading it out like me on the couch after a run on the treadmill, butt naked.
I thought you
spreading it out.
were gonna say Kevin Feige and company when Disney said we'll buy you. Sell your soul. Sell your soul, you say? Let me spread them cheeks.
Oh, that is most actors. All right, I'm gonna do my number 7.
Okay.
And
God, that cocaine's crazy. I shouldn't have bought it off that dude across the way.
yeah, the Jamaican red over there.
Yeah,
he's got
he must be great. He has great giggle bush, but the fine china, not so good.
Fine China. Abracadabra. My number 7 movie of 1997 is gonna be
Oh God, dude.
now Silent.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Yeah, okay.
It's Con Air.
Yeah, dude. It's funny how like I like what you're. I really do like what you're trying to do, but it's
Yeah, I
like,
know.
it's the delay, and so I already see it. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I know it sucks.
Like if it was like if it was immediate, like if there was like somebody in the control tower, it was like boom, there it is.
I know. I'm gonna get better. You got to keep practicing. You know. That's why I masturbate so much. You got to keep practicing if you want.
That's what it is. It's just
True.
you want someone to return the ball to you in the big game.
Yeah. No, dude, I love this movie, man. Con Air is great, and like you forget it because it's so memeable, and everybody does the put the bunny back in the box and all that shit. Like, but really, like, I think we forget what an entertaining ass movie it is, and how great the cast is overall. I think it's a little bit long in the tooth, but going back to the Bruckheimer era classics like The Rock and shit like that, it fits right in with them. Nicolas Cage is great, and I always think about this when I'm in the streets and someone comes up and says an unkind word to my lady, and I think about getting in a fight with them. Nicolas Cage and Con Air always crosses my brain because I'm like, what if you punch someone? What if you right in the nose and they die, and then you go to jail? Like I always, Con Air has saved a lot of men from the same fate. I feel like it's a sad story,
And that's why I take a practical approach. If someone comes up and insults my lady, I was like, you shouldn't have been saying that. Apologize to
her.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Apologize to this young man who came over here and set you straight. No, the whole thing. I don't know if this is true or not. And there was an argument whether or not because he was special. I think he's a special operative or something in the military in Con
so
Air.
his hands are deadly weapons, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's true or not. Like, I think it is, but I don't know if that's actually is that a real thing? I mean, chat would know. They can look it up. If you are trained in like a special ops or something in the army or like the Green Berets or whatever the fuck, are you considered a deadly weapon? Like you have to register your fucking hands. I don't know. That's a weird thing. But yeah,
well, I wouldn't think so because my little brother-in-law, he's in the Marines, and they
no, but
like not him, but his crew, like in Japan, or like they get in fights all the time with people.
No, like
so
not the Marines. Like you're in like a special, like you're a Navy SEAL, or like
I got you.
You have like highly specialized training. Like you're like Rambo, John Rambo. Like he went fucking nuts on like a little town. Like that guy was a deadly weapon.
That's true.
But here's the thing: I don't know if that's true. I mean, it could be a tall wife, like a tall wives' tale, a wives' tale,
like that chick from Resident Evil.
Yeah, a tall wives' tale, a tall wife is what I'm saying here. But no, it is a very. I like Con Air a lot, and also John Malkovich was fucking great in that.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I always forget. Dude,
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi was great in that.
Yeah.
They had to put Steve Buscemi as the one with like the Hannibal Lecter thing on him and stuff. And
Because he was like a serial killer in that bitch. Yeah, it was fun. And I guess he did kill that little girl. Or didn't. No, I don't think he did. No, because she was alive when she was watching the plane take off.
Yeah, I just love that movie, man. And John Cusack in my old age gets on my nerves.
He was.
He's
I didn't
kinda-
like him at all in that movie.
But yeah, I'd like him in that one. But like, I just an amazing cast. Again, the Bruckheimer, Michael Bay action. They don't make them like that anymore. Good shit, man. I loved
Yeah,
it.
I did. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm gonna try to do this a little smoother. Jay's number 7. I already fucked it up.
How do I live without you?
Would you like to know more?
Yeah.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, it's a movie based on life insurance. I don't know if you guys know about that. It's called Insure and not the energy drink. It's Starship Troopers. I don't know how many of you all would know that clip, but it's Starship Troopers. We talked about it at great length. I'm sorry, guys. I'm literally not rubbing my face because it's a cocaine problem. I think I got a booger or something. I don't want to show that to the world, but
Booger sugar.
Booger sugar. No, it's Starship Troopers. I mentioned why it's such a great movie. It's a timeless movie in a way because again, multiple people can watch this movie from different generations and love it for different reasons. But the main point is it's very entertaining. It's got great chemistry of the cast, and the cast is also excellently like casted. So yeah, like it does have a great message in the movie. Like if you watch the film, you get what he's saying. Paul Verhoeven is like one of those expert directors that really know how, like, again, to interweave the message without being like subtle, like over the top about it, but being very subtle. So incredibly good. And also, I do like Jake Busey in that, even though he was very, very odd to us when we tried to get an interview with him. Well, we did get an interview with him at Comic-Con years ago. But anyway.
He was really weird.
Dude, you know, he said we were asking about. I think we were like, he's like, I can't really get into it, you know, because I was like, can we do a quick 5-minute interview? I swear to God, it'll be painless. And he was like, I would, but I really can't get into it because, you know, like I don't want to like insult people that I might work with later on, you know. And I'm like, I was gonna ask you like fucking about which director in Hollywood sucks dick and works for Weinstein.
Yeah, our channel was like 2 days old.
Yeah, it was no, and he was like, I can't really get into that. And I'm like, all right, so can we just ask you some questions off the record, which was a waste of our fucking time, to be honest. But I felt like weird. So I was like, what actor or what character or superhero character would you want to play if you were cast? He's like, a lot of people say I look like Green Lantern. I was like, you look nothing like Green Lantern.
He did say that. I remember that shit. He did. We were like, me and Jay were both like, really?
Like, that's so fucking yeah, dude, that's so fucking
I was just holding the camera. Jay was talking to him, and I was like, no, I don't see it.
I was like, you big horse tooth fucking asshole. No, you don't.
Yeah, so we go. That's that. So we both share Chasing Amy. We both share Starship Troopers. And
we share
now,
toothbrushes.
we both share my number 6. We share toothbrushes and dicks. And as of now, we both share this film as well.
Listen to me, you deaf fuck. I offered you a chance and you blew it. Listen to me, you deaf fuck. I offered you a chance.
Yeah.
You blew it.
While he's eating the sandwich.
Yeah. Dude, that was like me asking Big Dad for $20. Like he's, you know, R.I.P. Dad, I love you, but no shit, dude. Like, I mean, he would give me the money, but he always like give me a hard time or whatever when I was younger, and he'd be like, no fucking, you know, I'm not giving you a goddamn thing. Get a fucking job.
While eating the sandwich, like.
Yeah, Big Dad's
I offered you a chance and you blew it.
Yeah, in Big Dad's case, replace the sandwich with a bowl of popcorn. It's the same thing. But no, yeah, dude, I forgot Robert De Niro was in that movie, but that particular scene again highlights and illustrates why I had a problem with it because Sylvester Stallone being talked to like shit. I don't know what it is, dude. It's hard for me to see it. I don't know.
That's fair. Yeah, dude, I love it so fucking much, man.
You know what it's like, dude? You remember like Casino? It's the same thing. Robert De Niro being a pussy and being cucked out by Joe Pesci. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I do understand it. And I think a lot of people, like the general audience, has had a hard time with it. But if you go back like and watch that movie, and again, it's another one of those movies that if like, you know, the wife and kids went to bed, I don't have something I have to watch for whatever, like Copland, like The Departed, Starship Troopers. It's another one of those movies I will throw on and just enjoy like I've never seen it before.
Yeah, Copland.
Stallone definitely deserved an Oscar for that. De Niro was great in it, the kind of the same way that as Backdraft. Just I love that movie. Ray Liotta, the cast is amazing, dude.
Damn,
and when you watch it now, you go, why wasn't this as big as Goodfellas?
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that. Well, you know what it was? It was because it was just lost in. I kind of want to like wonder when that movie came out. Like I know it came out in '97, but like
97.
what? Oh, stop! It's like the show we're doing right now. No, I mean like what month? Because if it went up against something like a mega thing like Men in Black, it's no wonder that it died. because it wouldn't have the same appeal. Like Men in Black was everywhere. You know, like it was like, you know, once you have like advertisement deals running with like Burger King or McDonald's or whatever it was, because I think Men in Black was doing like a promotional deal with one of those big fast food companies, but Coppola wouldn't have stood a chance.
I'm sure that there's a reason like that.
Well, because usually you think about like Stallone was still at the height of his power. Like he hadn't left Grayskull yet, and De Niro was De Niro. So it would like people wouldn't pass on that movie unless you know it was just being overshadowed by.
Well, I think it was poorly reviewed. I think it had terrible word of mouth. I think literally, it's one of those things that just aged better with time. Like when you go to the theater and you see that movie and you see Stallone, who were the whole zeitgeist of pop culture thinks of as Rocky, and I love that he did that, man. That is one thing between him and Arnold that's different. Like Arnold is always he's the Terminator, he's unstoppable, he's very rarely the underdog. Much like Steven Seagal to Jean-Claude Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, even though he was big, had the ability to play the underdog the way he did in Rocky, the way he did in Rambo in the beginning. With Rambo, he seemed like the underdog, but and like I feel like that here. I just feel like people didn't understand it. They just could not compute it when they watched it on screen.
I think you're right. I think it took Arnold a while for him to let go and have fun with doing. No, I take that back.
No, he's great at comedy. I'm just talking about being.
No, yeah, well, stretching the acting. Yeah, well, I mean, he did. Yeah, Arnold himself didn't do like an actual where he was vulnerable and in that state of vulnerability until something. I mean, I could be missing a movie here, but I feel like it was Beth. Like when he was a vulnerable old man, where he was like stretching out his acting abilities.
You mean Maggie?
Or Maggie, yeah, Maggie.
Yeah. Well, End of Days a little bit in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but he was still a badass in that fucking movie.
That's true. Yeah,
fucking I don't know why I was thinking Beth. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Beth, but I was thinking like a Beatles song or something. But no, Maggie. But in Maggie May, I should have Rod Stewart. But no, in Maggie, Arnold was a lot more vulnerable and a lot more like a dad that's just trying to do what's right for his daughter. Yeah. But his acting is still on point. But yeah, Stallone was ahead of the curve on doing that. And you know what really sucks, dude, is if Van Damme had done shit like that back in the day, it might have saved his career. And also not being an asshole when they asked him to do 3 time cop movies and being high on coke. But
yeah,
anyway.
And he was always good at being the underdog, just not like I mean, because he was the underdog in Bloodsport, he was the underdog in Kickboxer. You know what I mean? Like I think Van Damme.
I think the closest I remember seeing him though, in like that kind of like Lionheart. And where he was just like the uncle that was trying to do what was right for his brother that had passed away, and then in Sudden Death where he was the father.
Yeah. Well, and even I mean, think about Kickboxer. Like his brother was like bigger and he was more talented and he was stronger. And Van Damme took a back seat. He's like, he's fucking kicking it like this. Like he was scared. Yeah.
Well, also, if you look at like, and I don't agree with this because I had seen this before. Someone said Kickboxer was Bloodsport 2.0. They are two different movies. I like Bloodsport.
I see the comparisons though.
They are they're both karate. You fucking racist fuck because it takes place in Asia. No. Well, here's the thing.
Everybody loves a win.
Bloodsport goes in like Frank Dukes is already like an established superstar. When he goes in, he doesn't really struggle much with anything. He just whoops ass because he's got his shidoshi. Senzo Tanaka is your shidoshi, then show us the timbuk. But in Kickboxer 1, he has to learn all this shit. Like just because he's a Sloan doesn't mean he's as good as like Eric.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, I don't know if people are like, who the fuck is he talking about? Like, watch the movie.
Watch it, man. And also, I was literally going to say too, like, if we do anything good on these streams, it's to give good movie recommendations for maybe people who are a little bit younger, were around during this time. Some of these movies got overlooked. Copland is one of those movies that I would definitely say if you've never checked it out, if you like mob movies, if you like movies like Heat. I'm not saying it's as good as Heat, but I'm just saying if you like movies like that, it's a movie that got a bad rep out of the gate, but time has been kind to it, and it's so much better to watch today. A movie that everyone's loved since the day it came out, and to this day still love, is Jay's number 6, and that is
First Ejaculation. Yes, please. That's exactly how it was the first night that I came. But no, yeah, it's Face Off, guys. Off of faces, and we're gonna be truthful with one another. Let's take off our faces and talk. It's John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. And it's funny, I always remember watching that. I'm like, oh, Nicolas Cage is the bad guy in this, and John Travolta is the good guy. and then they switch, and now it's Nick Cage as the good guy again, and John Travolta as the bad guy, which I'd seen before. It was actually really interesting to see Nick Cage at this point as a bad guy, because I don't remember seeing him as a bad guy in any movie up to this point ever. So it was kind of like a unique thing, and he was actually a really good bad guy. He was actually really like I thought more entertaining as a bad guy than Travolta. But then they switched that shit, and it's like it's back to normal. And I don't know, but it's a great fucking movie. It was a good action film. Nothing really super special about it, except that I broke the tape watching it so many times, because it was just a great, you know, you go, you know, play some basketball or something in the afternoon during the summer, then you go watch some fucking Face Off. I don't know, like it was fun, dude.
Dude,
that's fun ass fucking action movie.
That's the perfect way to explain it. That is a movie that you would rent constantly, or you really didn't have to rent because it was usually on TV whenever you would watch it. But whenever you get caught watching that, if Face Off's on, you're sitting in the chair for 3 hours, 4 hours if it's on TV with commercials.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching an interview with Nick Cage the other day, dude, and he said something interesting. He was like, you know what? He's like, everybody thinks about that movie. He's like, they think of me as not Sean Archer, but the other dude. Fuck. Oh my god.
Kiss of a Vampire.
No, the bad guy in the fucking movie that I can't think of it. I can't think of his name. Oh my god, it's gonna drive me crazy. But it's like they think of him. He was like, I was only him for 10 minutes in the movie. He was like, but everybody always thinks of me as just that character. He's like, I was Sean Archer for so much of that movie, and everybody forgets that part because they always just remember me as the bad guy or whatever. And I was like, that's actually really interesting because it's true. It's only the first 10 minutes of the movie.
When I saw when Nicolas Cage portrayed his bad guy, I think he's only the bad guy in Face Off for about 30 minutes, maybe give or take a little longer. But I was like thinking, I was like, he was very engaging. He was very like charming in his like in a psychotic way, like as a bad guy. And like what I remember thinking as a kid, I was like, man, he would have been a great Batman villain. Like Nicolas Cage, he would have been amazing as a Batman villain.
And he almost played the Scarecrow in one of the Schumacher films.
And like just out, like, you know, like out there, let him just do his thing, and like let Nicolas Cage be Nicolas Cage. Let him do all Nicolas Cage things as a bad guy in a Batman flick. Oh my god, dude, get out of here.
And I always think when I watch that performance, when he wakes up faceless or whatever, and he's like, oh, yes, we will. We'll fix it. Yes. And he starts like laughing. Dude, that was Joker. Like
he could have done Joker.
That was
easy.
Pure fucking Joker to me, especially when you compare it to what Jack Nicholson did when he saw what the doctor did to his face. I think Nicolas Cage would have been an amazing Joker.
I think he could have pulled off. Dude, like back in the late, when he was at the height of the Cageness. Yeah, he could do no wrong. You know, I would have 100% cast him as a Batman villain. If not Joker, somebody else. And don't get me wrong, Cillian Murphy was great as Scarecrow, but dude, you're not gonna not get Randy Jackson's autograph on a katana sword. If you get an opportunity to cast Nicolas Cage as like Scarecrow, you're gonna take that opportunity. I can't believe they didn't do that, but either way, it is what it is.
Dude, and is it perfect? No, but it's John Woo's. Like, if you had one John Woo film that everybody knows, we love Broken Arrow. You know what I mean? Obviously, he was great working with Travolta in that movie too. But he did a lot of movies, a lot of foreign films that were really good. You know, Hard Boiled and shit like that. But I think Face Off is his biggest.
Did you say Hard Boiled?
Hard Boiled, yeah, that's one of his biggest movies. It's I
thought Hard Target.
Well, he did Hard Target as well, but he did a movie.
So he did a movie. Oh, it was about fucking eggs that seek revenge.
But he did. But he did also do Hard Target, by the way. Like he had.
No, I know. But I thought you'd messed up and you called it Hard Boiled.
No. It is so weird that he has both those movies.
No, though. I know. It was like I was like, oh shit. So he did a movie about a fucking chicken that got mad about their eggs being taken from him or something.
Like my pet Quacky. I meant to do that and to get it this time.
Did you, Quacky? No, I might have.
Dude, are you fucking? Dude, I missed this. Dude, there's no way.
97, man. It's a 97 film to pass.
Fucking the asshole. And you know what? I can't pretend that. Oh yeah, of course I knew that because Mike's got my goddamn list.
When I swear to God, dude, when I saw your list. Because again, that's what we're talking. I had Jason me his list so I could put the clips on it or whatever and do this shit show that I've been trying to do. But I thought to myself, I was like, I wonder if Jay knows that The Pest is
No, because I'm gonna tell you what
97.
happened. I put, oh my god, fuck IMDb and those fucking assholes that say my top 50 best movies of 1997. Because of course they wouldn't put The Pest on there.
No,
because
that's why. Yeah.
fucking assholes. Because they're like, oh, it was offensive. You're offensive to your mother and me. I can't believe that nobody like. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna keep going with my list, but my list is completely skewed now. Because I would have The Pest a lot fucking higher on my list.
I was shocked to not see it on there, but you had most of everything else. So I thought, okay, well, maybe he just because actually, like, I bet you and I are probably two of the only fucking assholes in North America who would put The Pest on a top 10 list from any year from the 90s. Because
JT
most people
Customs
hate
like you
this
can
movie.
still add it. No, I can't, JT. Okay, that's like you can't
I
just
don't
be like,
mind.
okay, well, you give me like extra 5 points because I didn't know I had to have like a certain. I'm wearing like my dress shoes playing basketball, and I've been losing this entire time. I can't do
Just
that.
mentally add it to Jay's list. But
No, I'll put it. I don't need charity. I'll do honorable mention. It's an honorable mention, but it's like with a bullet.
Yeah, dude, if you guys have never seen The Pest, like, look, talk about a movie that was maligned by critics. Everyone fucking hated it. Like, if you think Wayne's World was misunderstood by critics and stuff like that, The Pest is a whole new deal. People fucking loathe this movie. Like, movie people loathe this movie. But all I know is that we rented it over and over and over again. We watched it over and over and over again. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. It reminds me of summer. It reminds me of being a kid. Just the opening alone. Like one stinky, it's like E equals MC squared. This is there. The opening alone is fucking classic. Just from the opening to the poo party, the poo party. That movie is so entertaining and so
you play.
My mystical instincts are finally kicking in.
You're like, what? You never had somebody fought? Go on.
What a fucking great movie, dude. If you guys want to laugh your ass off at some dumb shit, it's like, give me your shoes in the lunch.
You don't even look Chinese. You look more from Three Stooges. I fire your ass.
I'm from South. He's like, you're not from South. He's like, I'm from far South.
He sits down and goes, oh, Timmy Charlie, Timmy Charlie. I feel South, far South. Because the guy was like,
it's like a normal area. Your fat butt makes you look fat.
Because I'm an asthmatic. Yeah, guys.
It's like named Cocteau after your favorite French playwright. No, after my two favorite body parts.
But listen. You know what? We're not giving the movie enough credit. I think. Well, we are, but like we're just giving like random quotes to you guys. You guys have got to go see this movie. Watch this movie. Do yourself a favor, dude. It's a great fucking movie.
It's like because your feet stink and your mother dresses you funny. God damn it!
It's so good.
All right, what? I'm done with the clips, man. It's too much fucking work. Let's just go. I tried to bring the
my number 5 movie is exactly what Mike is after he promised everyone what we were going to do tonight. Liar, 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 whore. Listen, liar, liar, dude. I actually was kind of shocked because the list. I went on IMDb to look at the 1997 films, and I guess it was someone's personal like top 50 movies, but they had Liar Liar real far low on the list. But I don't think you can have that this year without putting Jim Carrey's Liar Liar. It's so good. Like if you look at like Jim Carrey's greatest hits, Ace Ventura 1 and 2, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar's got to be up there in the top 5 Jim Carrey films of all time. It has to be. It's got great lines in it. It's got because your boobs are huge. I want to suck them, mama.
I want to bounce those things like sugar and litter.
Yeah, the goddamn pen is blue. It's great lines. It's also got a sweet story in the middle of it. I'm a bad father. I said that sometimes when I'm trying to win a fight with my wife. I'm a bad father. Like, you're not even a father. Like, yeah, I know. I was just trying to change the subject. But yeah, it's got a great performance by Jim Carrey. It was weird. I remember seeing this movie and being like, it was a strange kind of departure because I was thinking of something he was going to be a lot more, cartoony that he'd been up into all these other movies before that, like the Ace Venturas or The Mask or something where he's been like very cartoonish. And it was a very more down to earth kind of comedy for Jim Carrey, and I liked it. I thought he was great. Not only was he great in showcasing his cartoony like slapstick that he's known for, but he was great in showing his dramatic side in a lot of ways, which he obviously perfected when you get to something like The Truman Show and then, Number 23 and all that stuff. But in this one, it was like the beginnings of that. And he also was able to mix the two.
Yeah, I think Liar Liar is underrated hardcore in Jim Carrey's filmography because, like, I think everybody always goes straight to like Ace Ventura and shit like that. Liar Liar was so family friendly in a way, even though it had a bunch of like sex and jokes and stuff like you stuffed it like a Thanksgiving turkey, didn't you?
Like,
even the fucking outros, dude. When he's like, my case is simply this. Or no, that was an outro, but he was like, against. Endlessly quotable. Endlessly quotable. He's like, I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? He's like, a pedantic.
He goes, what's up, Fletcher? You're a cholesterol fatty, dead man walking.
We do this every time. We can go on and on. We can quote this entire movie, but it's literally one of my favorite movies of all time, man. Like, it's insanely rewatchable. I've probably watched Liar Liar more than I've watched any film in my entire life. That's
it's a great movie. Yeah.
My number 4, and I'm gonna pee. But we already talked about it. A lot of our list is coinciding with each other. It's Face Off. It's a legendary John Woo film. It's a legendary action film. God damn, it's a stupid ass fucking idea. But they make it entertaining as fuck. And Nick Cage, one of his best performances. I can't fucking do it, but when he's Castor Troy. That's it. Castor
Troy. Yeah. Face Off is like, it's like a Watchmen short story. Like if Frank Miller wrote a comic book and called it Face Off, it would be included in the Watchmen Chronicles or something.
Yeah, and they pulled it off earnestly, as silly as it fucking was. They were dead ass serious about it, and John Travolta was great in it. John Travolta, I think, was actually underrated in it. Like, I really do. Like, I think all the praise goes to Nick Cage, but John Travolta was really fucking good in this movie.
You know what would be great is if we ever met. Well, I don't know if there's enough. I don't know. Is it your favorite iteration of John Travolta as a bad guy, or is it Broken Arrow?
That's Broken Arrow for me, for sure. But I do love it.
Someone's gonna say The Punisher with Thomas Jane. He fucking phoned that in. He phoned that shit in.
Dude, he mailed that in like fucking like back in the day, like 90s mailing that shit in when he ordered a comic book with stamps. Like that, he mailed that fucking he phoned that shit in bad.
I heard it was from Dynamic Forces, and I had to spend the extra.
Underrated moment in that movie, though. Everybody knows all the famous quotes and shit like that, but I really, really love the part where John Travolta's got a gun to Castor Troy's head, and he's gonna kill him. He's like, "I'm ready." He's pulled the gun out. He's like, "I'm ready for the big ride, baby." He starts singing to him. Right?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah,
there's so many fucking endless. Great bad guy, great good guy, great acting, great action, great all of it. I gotta pee. My dick's gonna feel great in just a second.
I can't wait to film it.
What's your number 4? Or you can talk about why I pee.
Good Will Hunting is my number 4, so you can type that really fast.
Gay.
I know.
Gay.
The gayest thing ever. I love Matt Damon's Adam's Apple. Good Will Hunting. I remember watching this movie for the first time, and you know what I thought it was going to be like? I don't know why I thought this. I thought it was going to be like a very Kevin Smith-ish type of film. And when I watched this movie, I was like, I was in that mode. Like I wanted to watch more of those like snarky, like highbrow, not really highbrow, but kind of smart alecky type films or whatever. And I liked it a lot. I think it was a unique. There was a lot of Kevin. I can see a Kevin Smith blend in this for sure. I know it's not Kevin Smith. I know Matt Damon wrote this, but I liked it, the fact that this kid, Will, as it were, is a genius, a certified genius, but he's fucking messed up. He's broken in the head, and you have one of the best performances, I think, not ever, but a very highly touted performance. Maybe it's up there with one of his best performances in Robin Williams, who his job is tasked with taking this genius that everyone wants to have work for them and do math fucking problems and shit to reach his heart or his soul or whatever. It's a really good movie, man. I really did love this film. And how you like them apples? Yeah, that part was great, dude. And that part is so cool because it came out in 97, dude. Like, it holds up. The fact that he was telling this kid that I got this education for like a couple of dollars in late fees. You spent thousands of dollars on a college education that you're regurgitating bullshit. I always say that to people too. Like, I still use that. You're going to be back in here later, regurgitating whatever you heard on fucking CNN or MSNBC or whatever. It's it is what it is. But I like it. It's an underdog story, and it's got a great love story, and it's also about friendship, and it's really good, man. Music Man says Robin Williams for show. Yep. I think you're somebody else or something. Hello, Cedric. Maverick Media says, where does Good Will Hunting 2 hunting season rank for you, Jay? Well, very violent, different departure from the original Good Will Hunting, but you know what? We're open to, to new adventures. So I was fine with it. Yeah, regurgitating Gordon Wood.
Feels like justification.
But yeah. Anyway, I had nothing else more to say about that movie because it is what it is. But Stacey James says next week you'll be saying Fickus is the best. Yeah, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work unless you're doing the voice for Matt Damon. But yeah, Tomo Goto says, Jay, are we going to get a Liar Liar as a number 1 from you? No, I do. Look, what are you saying, dude? It's number 5.
We're behind in the chats, you big dumb.
No, I'm not.
I said we are. What time is the timestamp?
9:56.
You're lying.
I swear to God.
You're lying out your mouth hole.
Even though, yeah, it's so weird. Me and Mike are literally sharing his account. So I can see his shit too that he's seeing live, but I don't know.
Oh, did you catch us all the way up to 9:56?
I didn't go to Super Chats. I've been talking this entire time to live.
Now I'm so confused. I was so confused. Okay. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. I was confused just a second. Shut your mouth. Maybe they thought yours was mine and mine was yours.
I don't know.
Anyways, my number 3 is going to be. You guys aren't ready for this. Everyone's favorite.
I'm gay with
film.
my own dad. Okay.
I'm gay and my own dad.
And my own dad. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's
I like how gay is capitalized. So
it's Scream 2. Did that surprise you? Did you think it would be higher? It's Scream 2 for me. This again, it's an amazing. All these years are fucking amazing for me. Scream 2 could have been number 1. It could have been number 2, but I just had to be honest with myself deep down in my crack. I think Scream 2 is like a 10 out of 10 movie. And I love it. And dude, it had no right to be as good as it was. And you go back and you watch it now and you think about it. And the soundtrack was just right up there with the first soundtrack. It was so good. But moving it to college, the way they did it so smooth. It wasn't the original. Some people think it's better than the original. I disagree with that, but it is the second best Scream film in the entire franchise. And I thought all the actors were amazing. I do hate that they killed Randy, but things have to happen. I hated they killed Dewey in 5. But Timothy Olyphant as a bad guy and the chick from Roseanne as a bad guy together. Timothy Olyphant's one of my favorite Scream reveals. He was fun as shit in that. I love Jerry O'Connell. I love the fucking, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of thing? And on the soundtrack as well. Good death scenes. I love Scream 2. I love Scream 2. That's what I just said.
You know what I love? I love Jackie from fucking Roseanne. That's the chick from Roseanne.
That's what I said.
What's the actress's name? I don't know. It's just Jackie.
Patricia McGregor.
Yeah. I mean, Scream 2 was fine. It was what it is. I mean, Jada Pinkett Smith got, she finally got what she deserved. But
great opening, by the way.
Yeah, the opening was great. Yeah. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know. That's the last time for Scream I was like, yeah, I'm having a good time. And then especially if I'm like, I like the disbelief has to go away real far from my brain when I'm thinking like, oh, Jackie from fucking Roseanne was able to body slam these motherfuckers like she was Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, makes sense.
Hey, that's more believable than what they did in 4 with Charlie and
that's what I'm listen. And you know what, people want to say what they want to say, but dude, come on, like, give me a break. Like, these are human beings that are in.
Hey, this is the stage for you to stand on a pedestal and talk shit about fucking Scream.
Fuck
Scream. You don't get it.
Bullshit.
You don't like it.
Yeah, let me give you some Creed What If, and then the rest of it, like, you can wipe my ass with you.
I love Scream 2. It's Jay's number 1. He just hasn't admitted it yet. I have his list. I can tell you. Look, I'm just gonna do it for you. Number 1, Scream 2. It's my favorite, and I love Men and Scream 2 almost as much as fucking my own butt.
You sat on a throne of lies.
That's Jay's number 1.
You sat on a throne of lies.
Word for word. That's what he said.
You sat on such a throne of lies. It's ridiculous. Your pants are going to catch on fire. You're not going to have any pants to wear when you walk around town. My number 3 is
piece of shit.
Men in Black. Will Smith, the guy that would never do anything to anybody ever. that's it's not called for. Will Smith, one of the most generous humanitarians out there, with a bald wife. I love this movie. Men in Black is such a great fucking. It's such. No, it's such a good movie, dude. It's such a good movie. What can we say about it?
It's all pizza.
Yeah. AKA, I'm slowly balding, and I want everyone to feel bad for me. Fuck you, dude. I don't care about you. I don't care. It's alopecia. Okay, big deal. I don't care. Just fucking get some shampoo. I mean, like if it is, I don't care. I'm not gonna waste my time. There's a lot of other worse diseases in the world. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, Men in Black. Okay, what can we say about that? Well, we can say it was a great fucking movie because it had a great soundtrack. Men in Black. It also was one. It brought Will Smith back to the fucking rap scene, which he'd been missing from for quite a while. We did enjoy that. Tommy Lee Jones was incredible in that. I like there's one line that I like. People always ask about, well, I think that humanity could handle aliens. Well, I don't think that's true at all. I think that if aliens were announced tomorrow that they were going to be coming down and like hanging out with you, people would lose their fucking shit. Tommy Lee Jones says it correct. I don't know the exact line, but it's kind of like, a person is smart, but people are ignorant, they're malignant, they're wild, they're stupid, whatever. They're mob, and that's what it's a good movie, man. Like, I don't know, I just really had a lot of fun with it. It's pretty much the Jurassic Park of the alien world, and I like it. So
yeah, dude, I loved it as a kid. Like that summer when that album came out, I shit you not, I literally laid around in my pool with my headphones on, listening to Men in Black on fucking repeat. That and Matchbox 20's Yourself or Someone Like You album, still a classic. It just aged poorly for me. I still think it's great. It's just in my honorable mentions, but it just aged. When I was a kid, I fucking loved it, and it was fun to go see a movie like that as a kid. That was kind of hip in a way, but also they did so smart pairing him with Tommy Lee Jones, because my dad loved the movie too, and I liked the movie because of Will Smith, because I thought he was the coolest thing in the whole world. Clearly, he's aged poorly for me, so the movie has as well a little bit, but it's still a great movie.
Well, the dryness that Tommy Lee Jones brought, perfectly worked in contrast with Will Smith's kind of like edginess as a young kid or whatever. I think he knows everything. But there are like I remember like when he's like in like when he first introduces him to the the layer of the Men in Black, he's like, I'm gonna pay for that. After he lets that thing go, I always still say that when I break shit, or if I fall into something in the storm, like, I'm gonna pay for that.
I did give a good one. I found a really good one, by the way, for that one that I do want to show, because it was perfect, because we always quote this, and I don't think anybody ever knows what we're talking about when we say it. But
dude, I'm not gonna lie, like every time you go to like full screen and it's that white ass screen, my face looks like Donald Trump when he doesn't have his creamer on. Like, it's fucking awful.
I don't think it looks that bad.
No, dude, like I'm telling you right now, like I look like I'm dying. When you go to like that fucking I gotta go to the doctor or something. Like, my shit is
no, it's
bad.
just the shadows in your room.
I look like waxy and shit. Like, I look like I got bit by a vampire and I'm just now coming back to life. Like, my
I
shit
was gonna
is
give you those old
and
lights when
white.
I got the new ones, but the new ones I can't put together, so I have to send them back.
I know. I gotta get like, no, dude. Like, listen, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Me and Mike try to like use some filters and shit. We look so fucking bad.
It was hard to figure out.
Yeah, we were gonna use filter. I was like, man, I need that filter today. I don't give a fuck if I look like an Oreo cookie. I need that fucking like that smooth, like it don't look real kind of fucking look.
I think it's just I think it's in your brain now, but I really don't think it looks as bad as you think it looks.
No, dude, it looked bad. I look white as fuck, dude. Like, I look like I fucking started the Ku Klux Klan or something. I'm that white.
But it was this clip that I found for this one for you.
Yeah, every Saturday night you be like, flush me, Jay, flush me. I'd be like, no.
Was that was part 2 though, wasn't it?
I don't think so. I thought that was the first one.
No, it was part 2, because that's why he was like
it?
he was trying to remind Kay about what they used to do together.
It's like, I'd be like, flush me, Jay, flush me. I'd be like, no.
I was gonna say it's it's that one classic line. It's like, the difference between me and you? I make this shit look good.
Oh, yeah.
But everyone, I mean, I used to like that line, but it's like it was fucking used nonstop, so it's tiresome as fuck.
Yeah, and in the end, it kind of aged poorly. Like, I think a lot of that movie did age poorly, but I still like it.
Well, it's not even aged poorly. It's just it was overused in like the popular media.
Well, I just don't think Will Smith is cool. Like, to me, I love that movie as a kid because Will Smith was really cool to me, and now he's not. So I'm like,
well, I mean, I know he's a douchebag, but I mean, I can still watch Bad Boys and say he's cool.
That's true. Bad Boy, Michael Lowry. Larry.
Yeah.
I do love it. My number 2 is going to be, we talked about already, it's going to be Liar Liar.
Mm.
You know it's a great year, man. If Liar Liar is my number fucking 2, what am I, again, just fuck, dude, just endlessly quotable. It's like, the boss is really riding me.
Yeah.
Fletcher. And Carrie Ells was good in that movie as well, too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He's like, he struck the child. Did you see that?
Just endlessly rewatchable. Like every single day of my life, I could throw on this movie and
The
watch
boy
it.
must
Baseball
learn about to be a
stuff!
warrior. To watch Macho Man Randy Savage.
When he does the when he's on his knees and he's like, please, I'm on my knees, and she's like, I got this. You said you got this at Tiffany's. He's like, where's? He's like, you're Tiffany. Or when the other thing, he's like, I could have got him 10.
Oh yeah, dude. Like again, Jim Carrey is on fire in that movie, and not to mention the fact that you could see, like, if you watch this, the when the credits are rolling or whatever, and the bloopers, as it were, how much they probably let him go off cuff, because he's like, I couldn't even imagine working with Jim Carrey if you're a director, because you'd be like nonstop. He'd be like, he would give you
have bad breath caused by gingivitis.
He would just be like insane. Not only like to get focused, but just like he would have so much good shit. You'd be like, what do you pick?
Yeah. When he takes that guy's toupee and he slaps on the wall and he goes, ah!
No, he takes the toupee and he goes, oh.
Or when she pops out in the hallway and he goes, holy hell! He falls over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just as funny as Dumb and Dumber to me. I put those neck and neck as like Jim Carrey's like right there for me.
Listen, I want to get on this roller coaster ride with you, but the height is just too much. I can't get on there. I'm too tall.
It's so good. It's so good. Like I think that if Liar Liar came first, everyone would consider it his best film.
Maybe.
I think it's that good, but I do love it.
It's a good blend. It's a good blend.
I'll blend your dick in my mouth.
Yeah. This one looks like.
I'll go.
I'll
mix it all up in there.
My number 2 is The Advocate Devil. The Devil's Advocate it is, with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. Fan of band. I can't be too loud because I'm in a complex in an apartment. But man, this is a great film. It's a drama film. It's not comedy, but it's a drama horror. I would say it's a drama horror because it's really heavy on the drama, but there's a horror element to it throughout the movie, and then toward the end, especially. And it's weird. It's like you know what part really freaked me out, dude? It's like the church scene with his wife, which I think it's Charlize Theron, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hot as fuck, dude.
Even in that movie, dude. Like, with all
I
that
know,
going on.
but when she stood up in the church and she's naked, and she's like, "Just take me lower, God." Like, and she was doing that southern accent, dude. Like, for whatever reason, that fucking scared me, dude. Like, that was just weird. Like, it's like, you know what's scary about that is like, it's like you have this woman that you love, right? But she's unhinged. Something is broken in her brain, but she's also seeing all this shit that she can't explain to you because you're just gonna think she's she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then in the hospital, when he finally gets to the hospital and she's like, she slices her own throat and she sees the demons and shit, dude. Like, this movie there's so many levels and layers to it that makes it so memorable. That's why it's so high on my list. I love this movie, dude. Like, it's also, and there's a great message in this that you sell your soul for power and fame and glory, and then you lose everything that's important to you because you wanted all these things. And like, I love Keanu Reeves, and he was like, "It's all you, Kev. That was what you said." And he goes, "I don't lose. I don't lose." And then he was like, "See, Kev, I didn't pull the trigger." Like, he's pretty much saying, like, and again, Al Pacino does a great job as the devil. He's like, "I just put it in front of you. I put the gun in your hand, but you're the one that ultimately pulled the trigger. You're the one that wanted to not lose. You don't want to lose."
Sadist!
Yeah. Look, but don't touch. Touch, but don't taste. Taste, but don't swallow. And while you're jumping from one foot to the next, what is he doing? He's laughing his sick fucking. I can't get too loud, but anyway.
Sick fucking ass off.
There you go.
My kids are asleep. It's fine.
But yeah, dude, yeah, it's such a great fucking movie, dude. And like, this movie and End of Days was the last time that I remember them tackling the subject of like the devil and
Dude.
shit,
Yeah.
and doing it in a way where it's like not only relatable, but it's kind of cool. Like, and it's like, obviously the devil's not someone to like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude, I love the devil. Let me suck your dick. This is
Let's
like,
kill some kittens.
it's a bad guy. Like the devil's the ultimate bad guy, but they do a good job of like casting where it's not like over the head top of like Christianity and shit. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't get shit like this anymore. And I fucking loved it, dude. It was such a great goddamn movie.
It's I'll go ahead and spoil it for you right now. It's my number one. It's my number one of 1997 is Devil above, dude. You know it's real shit. It's above Liar Liar. It's above Scream 2 for me. It's my number one movie of the year. Dude, insanely rewatchable. Number one. Number two, you said it all about Al Pacino. He's so fucking good. That movie's darker than it gets credit for. When Charlize Theron's alone in her apartment and she's freaking out and she's seeing shit, and like when she like cuts herself, like when he's looking, he's trying to get in the room or whatever. That's heartbreaking.
That freaked me out, dude.
Keanu's so good.
Well, I got to point out two things. Egg Shen and Music Man, you're both right. Those are great lines. Egg Shen was like, "What do I call you?" He's like, "I have so many names," and he's like, "You know what that means?" You know, like, "Oh my god, it's goddamn devil." And then Music Man's like, "Vanity, one of my favorite sins." Vanity,
Dude,
so good, man.
And there's so many scenes in that, like, because you ride the wave with him through that, because he's a lawyer and he's coming up or whatever. But like when he brings his mom down there and like, she can smell it, she doesn't want him there. And when they're at like the fight and shit together, because that's what it would be like. I feel like if you were in that situation, the devil's courting you, he's taking him to fights, he's bumping up his career, all this shit like that. It's just the movie's so good, and even Coach is good in the movie as the murderer dude. The dude from The Pest.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the principal.
Yeah, of course.
JT, whatever his name is.
Piece of shit human being from all the stuff that happened. But the cast is great in the movie. The movie is fucking just top notch, man. Amazing dialogues, monologues.
And it holds up. It holds up. It never looks old. It never looks dated.
No.
It looks good. Every fucking time you watch that shit, that looks like it could have been made last year.
Yeah, dude. This is a top-notch movie for, and it was so entertaining. I feel like when you talk about like Oscars and shit like that, it obviously didn't get its due there. But I think sometimes that happens in Hollywood. A movie is so entertaining and so widely palatable for everybody that like they're like, well, it can't be that special because it's not boring as fuck. Like The Devil's Advocate's a movie that it was just so entertaining that like I feel like people dismissed it as a great film, but it's a really great film.
I feel like the Oscars and the Academy are gatekeepers, dude. That they have a very, very specific type of movie that's allowed in their secret country club for old men. And if it doesn't meet that criteria, if it goes too far astray, or if it's too controversial, or if it steps on too many toes, or it rubs your dick the wrong way, non-Weinstein ways, that it's like we're not going to accept it. So, but yeah,
I do got a clip from that we were sharing.
He's laughing his sick fucking ass off. He's a sadist. He's laughing his sick.
That's me talking about my wife's ex-boyfriends. I don't give a fuck. I'm wearing pajama pants and you piss me off. No, but really though, it's I think someone mentioned it in the chat earlier. They were like, it's such an underrated Al Pacino speech. 100%. Like there's so many great fucking speeches that Al Pacino has been a part of in his career and what he's delivered. But that is absolutely such an nobody talks about that speech. They always want to talk about Sin of a Woman, which is a great speech, or something else. But that one was so good.
Godfather 2 was great. In my hub with my children.
I mean, he's been a part of great speeches, but that one's never mentioned. But
I also love Any Given Sunday, the speech he gives. Where he's like, "Life is about inches." That was a great speech.
I just wish that De Niro had done the Al Pacino and just shut the fuck up. Just go home. Yeah. Go home and enjoy your laurels. Just stop being a dumbass. But either way, now we're going to talk about some horror in space. We're going to talk about some horizon of events. Event Horizon, that is. Sam Neill from Jurassic Park's gone insane. What? We have to call Lawrence Fishburne from Nightmare on Elm Street 3 to save the day? Yes, we do. And we're going to also have, I don't know any of the other casts at all, but they're going to save the day along with Lawrence Fishburne. Yep. I'm sorry. The bad guy from The Patriot is a good guy in this one. Am I watching the same fucking movie? What is going on? Yes, dude. Event Horizon. I love this fucking movie, dude. It is my favorite movie of 1997, and I literally watch this movie at least once a year. I swear to God, once a year I watch Event Horizon. It's not only one of my favorite horror movies of all time; it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's so criminally underrated. It's not even just underrated; it's criminally underrated. People always, oh, fuck Tom, oh, it's stupid. Why though? Are you stupid? No, I just don't like it. But why? I don't know. No, you don't have a reason. You're just saying that because it's popular to say it. I don't like
liar whore.
You get out of my house. I'll smack you if you don't get out of here. But no, yeah, dude, it's such a wonderful movie because it's got like it really does have a great premise. It's a haunted house in space. How the fuck do you like? That's the ultimate fear. Imagine that, dude. You're in an area. There's no help coming from down the street. You can't call the cops. You can't call fucking ghost hunters from TAPS. No one's coming to help you. Okay? You are in fucking space. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles away from fucking Earth. And there's goddamn ghosts. Goats, Walter, downstairs. Goats. No, ghosts on this fucking spaceship that's haunting your dick. And they're going to fucking show you bad shit. It's like Hellraiser, but a good plot in Bloodlines. You know what I mean? I feel like Hellraiser Bloodline could have been this movie, but this movie is such a good. I love this fucking movie, dude. I don't know what else to say. If you've not seen this movie, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you.
I love it too. Obviously, I don't love it as much as you. It's in my honorable mentions. But I think that it's one of those movies that went through some development hell, right? Like it's chopped up a little bit. Mm-hmm. There's a director's cut. They wanted a different version of it. But that it feels like that happened to Sam Neill a lot. But his performance, man, was super good.
Yeah. Movie. If you look at like In the Mouth of Madness, In the Mouth of Madness was a good movie. It was a good horror movie, but it also felt very cheap and very made for TV. I don't know what that was, but it was another Sam Neill led performance. But this movie, dude, like I wish they had the budget of something like James Cameron's Aliens.
Oh yeah.
I think if they had just had someone to believe in the movie, like a producer or something, and guarantee them a certain amount of money, I think this movie could have been like it could have been mentioned with the Alien movies as far as space horror.
Yeah, so that's our top 10 of 1997, you guys. So I'm looking at it now. We both have Chasing Amy. We both have Starship Troopers. We both have Copland. We probably would have both had The Pest. We both have Liar Liar. We both have Devil's Advocate. The only differences are Event Horizon for you, Scream 2 for me, Con Air for me, The Edge for me, versus for you, The Game, Good Will Hunting, and Event Horizon. So it's so funny when we do these lists. Like this maybe out of all of them, I think
probably really close.
Yeah, not far off. But I feel like I generally feel like there's a lot of movies on this list for people who maybe didn't grow up in that time, that haven't seen before. So I implore you guys, and that's my favorite part about the show, is if we can invite you guys to watch some movies that maybe you haven't seen, because we've all been there watching Netflix late at night. You can't be fucking bored of all the same shit. It's all boring. There's some good shit on here, man. And the movies I feel like people maybe haven't watched are like The Edge or Copland. Event Horizon, I bet a lot of people haven't, especially horror fans, will probably get a big kick out of that. So that's our list. What's your all's? Comment down below as we go through, and we're going to jump into the super chats and see what you guys have to say about all this shit.
Well, I want to say really quick.
I'm gay.
Yeah, and if there's anybody willing to share a dick with me, I would love to see it. Yeah. But no, I will say, real quick on Event Horizon, I know there was a huge demand for a director's cut of this movie, and there was like momentum going for that. But from what I understand, because there's a scene in that movie where they're trying to buffer like what happened to the crew before the rescue crew got there, and like apparently for the test audience, like that was too gruesome, it was too grotesque, and so they cut that from the film, which is fucking stupid, dude. I hate test audiences.
That's
dude.
what it's all about, man.
I know, and I understand the purpose of a test audience, but it's so fucking dumb, dude. Like, just go with your wiener and see what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
let your dick lead you.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, do you think that they just discovered a new continent and they were like, oh, we're too scared
to follow my dick?
put your finger in the air and be like, we're gonna take those natives out. Fuck them. It's our land now. It's a joke, guys. Holy fuck. Let me grow up a little bit. But no, I'm kidding. But no, I'm saying, but unfortunately, that footage is gone. That apparently it got degraded and deteriorated over time, and there is no unseen footage that is going to be released later on of Event Horizon. But I'm just going to say, if you watch Event Horizon as it is, it's cut down to shit, and you can tell that it is. It's definitely edited. It's still so good, dude. And the acting, those guys, like, you can tell every fucking actor in that movie really did think they were probably doing the next Alien.
Yeah,
they really thought, like, and they do a great job. But anyway.
And again, like I always mention this every one of these videos that we do. We're not saying these are the 10 best films of the year. We're saying these are our 10 favorites of the years, because what we're talking about right now, and we'll probably do the 2000s as well, but when we're talking about the 90s, the way we are right now, you guys don't understand. We're talking about our favorite fucking years of cinema of all time. I think the 90s were fuck the 70s, fuck the 60s, fuck the 80s, in my opinion. I know you might disagree with that one.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying
is
that you're
the
going to
golden
piss
age
off a lot
of
of people, though. You think 90s was the golden age?
I will stand by that. Put it on my gravestone, bro. I do. That's
I
when
don't know,
shit
dude.
was the
80s
best.
got Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. Oh my god.
Yeah, I understand, but like, to me, the 90s was a mix of great franchises and great original films that were mixed with entertainment. I think there's nothing like it. I think
that I will say that the 90s was the last great decade. 100%.
For sure.
And not just the fact that for movies, for music, for just being alive in a lot of ways. I'm not because April was asking me, he's like, well, are you guys going to do the early 2000s? Like, we could do that, because actually from 2000 to 2010, there weren't bad movies.
There's some fun stuff to talk
There was
about.
some really fun stuff going on, but you could tell that things were shifting about 2009 or 10, and then after that, it was the whole crazy shit that we are today. But but I agree with the 90s being the last great decade. I would 100%. It wasn't just the movies; it was the music. It was just being alive then. I mean, it was just the style. Nobody gave a shit. You could just be yourself and like say, I vote for this way. Nobody would give a fuck to even ask you that question. It would just be like, hey, I don't give a fuck. Let's play basketball, or go listen. Hey, do you guys know Counting Crows? They sing this song called Mr. Jones. It's really cool.
Mr. Jones and me. Yeah.
Sheryl Crow's over there. She's great too.
It's great to have the internet. Like, it really is. It's awesome. But like, there was a lot of stuff that we're missing now that we had back then. Did you say you don't have any honorable mentions from this year?
Yeah. It's called The Pest, because I fucking forgot.
I got a lot, so I'll run through them really fast. Some of them you already mentioned. Rocket Man, fucking great, hilarious ass movie. Love Rocket Man. John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. The Postman, underrated as fuck.
Oh fuck, dude.
Love it.
I would be on my list though, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it didn't make it, but I still love it. The Game was on mine. You talk about Donnie Brasco. Someone mentioned that earlier. That's a great Al Pacino, Johnny Depp movie. Air Force One. Get off my plane.
Yeah. I wish Harrison Ford was running for president right now. I would go.
I know what you did last summer. Not a great movie. It's definitely a nostalgic movie, but overall, it's got a lot of problems. Tomorrow Never Dies. Again, not a great movie. It's nostalgic. I love it because of nostalgia. Pierce Brosnan's a great Bond. Event Horizon's my list. Men in Black, Good Will Hunting. Jackie Brown, great Quentin Tarantino movie. I've never
seen it.
You'd enjoy it, dude. It's really fucking good. Cure. There's a movie called Cure. If you like long legs and you like Seven, there is I think it's Korean. I'm not 100% sure about that, but there's a movie called Cure that's really fucking good. Breakdown. Kurt Russell, Breakdown.
I debated on that one.
It's not good enough to crack the top 10, but it's still underrated.
It's really underrated.
The Saint with fucking Val Kilmer, great film.
It always it felt great, but it was a Wish.com Mission Impossible to me.
100%. Yeah, kind of like not Long Kiss Goodnight, but Kiss Kiss. Fuck, I can't remember the name.
And it sucks too because Val Kilmer was awesome in that movie. Dude,
he was so good.
Yeah.
Night Watch with Ewan McGregor. Fuck, it's a remake of another. I think a Swedish film. It's awesome.
I watched the Swedish one. It was terrible. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I love that fucking remake. Vegas Vacation, dude. I think it's everybody shits on
that. Would have been that's a good honorable mention. Where can I get some damn bait?
It's like, give me the money,
dude. What's his name? Randy Quaid. which
Yeah.
I didn't know that was actually Dennis Quaid's brother.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking crazy.
But
But
he's crazy. Yeah, but I feel bad for him. But dude, yeah, Randy Quaid's fucking great, dude.
when they go up to that, and the dude from I Can't Hardly Wait's in that too. When they go up to the buffet and they're giving him that shit, and it's like neon colored, like Superman, like
Yeah.
ice cream shit.
I love that movie, dude. I forgot all about Vegas Vacation.
A movie that was my number 10, and I switched it out for the edge at the last second, is Funny Games, because it's definitely gonna be my top 10 when we get to the American remake, because I just prefer the American remake better. But there is a movie called Funny Games, the original foreign film. So it's one of the most fucked up, just absolute meanest, scariest movies I've ever seen in my life. And then Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson, fucking Catcher in the Rye. I love that movie.
I
dude.
kind of gave up
Conspiracy
on Mel
Theory.
Gibson movies around that time.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart was great in that too as the bad guy. And then finally, Nothing to Lose, as was mentioned earlier. Nothing to Lose is an amazing comedy. Martin Lawrence is fucking hilarious. Tim Robbins is great. The only problem with Nothing to Lose that kept it from cracking my top 10 is that it's definitely a first half movie. Once you get past the first half of the movie, it definitely falls off. But
Dude,
at first, it's so good.
I think Nothing to Lose was one of my few VHS purchases. I remember buying that at Video Selection, which is our local video store back in the day. I did like that.
on your face.
No, he's like, because I'm not really down with all that black gang shit. What do you mean there's a spider on my face? He's like, it means there's a spider on your motherfucking face. He's like, well, get it off. He's like, I ain't touching that shit. And then he pulls over and it's like, I'm a scat man. And then like
That's one of the greatest needle drops in the history of cinema,
that
dude.
whole sequence, dude, when Tim Robbins is like trying to get the spider, and he's like, and then his foot is like up and down, and his foot strikes the match, and he had got doused in gasoline, and it catches on fire, and then Martin Lawrence is recording this shit. That takes it to another level of buddy cop to me. Like that shit is so fucking funny, dude. Spider on your motherfucking face.
I can only play this for like one quick hot second because we'll get to monetize in an instant for it. But I gotta show just a second of it for people.
It's so
who haven't
good.
seen
It's
it.
such a funny fucking moment, dude. Yeah, dude. You can show people them talking though, right?
Yeah, I'll jump around.
Yeah,
Hang
just
on.
show them talking real quick. Just
I'm gonna wait till the
I'm
spider.
not down with all the gang hip hop. No, you have to, yeah.
Is it before?
No, it's before that. It's before. No, it's before that.
There's a spider on your motherfucking head, man.
Well, get it off.
And then-
Watch. No, he goes. I touched that shit. Watch. He sings back. He's like,
I ain't touching that shit.
and then
It's just a
oh, he's filming. Hang on.
no, he's like, it's just a spider. He's like, it's just a spider.
Hold on, let me focus.
No, dude, look at that camcorder. Look, there it is. You got the hot foot. You got the hot foot.
That's one of the funniest scenes in fucking cinema history,
Dude,
man.
I laughed my ass off. I remember when I watched that for the first time, dude. That shit was so, I don't know what, I feel like it was like so Three Stooges. It was such a slapstick fucking moment. And the fact that Martin Lawrence was aware of how funny it was, and that's why he was trying to record it. He's like, you got the hot foot, Nick. I love that shit, dude.
That
shit
reminds
was
me
so
of Dumb and
fucking
Dumber. It's like, just give me the goddamn number.
it was so fucking funny.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying right now. Alexis says, if I were to pick my favorite movie,
yeah,
of
we
97
read that one.
I read that. I'm lost in sea.
By the way, that would be also on my honorable mentions is Hercules.
I like two Disney movies, Lion King and Toy Story. Past that, I can't. Florida Dan says, do y'all have thorn tats? If not, join the club. Dude, I've been telling Jay for a long time, he's not got a tattoo. You got to get at least one. You got to try it. You got to feel it. You got to see how it feels. A thorn tattoo is perfect for you, dude. Because it's quick. It's like two little lines. Put it right there on the wrist. We should do it together. I'll go with you. I'll hold your hand.
Listen, Florida Dan, you could be a part of a fucking goddamn I don't have any morals motorcycle gang with your tattoos like that. I am not going to be a part of your shenanigans. Get out of my face with that, okay? It'll be a cross with Jesus tears.
A lot of people have that too. We're going to get tattoos in October with
We're
Kate,
not.
all the members of our family, and
you all are.
The only reason I don't, the only reason I don't have the Thorn tattoo yet is because when I'm there and I'm going to sign up and I'm going to do the whole thing, I want to get one a little bit bigger. But at some point, if I get a chance, I'm just going to get someone to do the quick thing, like right
Dude,
there.
I
You're
really
right.
thought
It's so easy.
I thought you had already had it by now.
No, I need to get one. I really
That
do.
shit looks like someone in prison would make that for you.
I always want to use those appointments for something better, but
Oh, yeah,
I do
that's
love
true.
that idea. Tina, what's up, fellas? Happy Monday. Saw Strange Darling. I want to see that. I really do. It's a good one. So many greats from 97. My top 5 are Hercules. A lot of love for Hercules. Volcano,
Hercules,
Tommy
great.
Lee Jones. Face Off, Event Horizon, Titanic.
Everybody
Well,
loves Titanic. Titanic's probably going to win by a long shot for 97.
It'd be interesting if we could put a whole poll for that for sure. But thank you, Connor Gardowski, cinema. Dude, this Connor
Your
Gardowski.
profile pic looks like me and Mike looking for a
Cinema.
good moment in The Crow.
Where's Hi, is that how you introduce yourself to ladies at the bar? It's like, hey, hi, I'm Kelly. He's like, I'm Connor Gardowski.
Yeah, and he's wearing that shirt with those glasses and that mustache. She's like, I'm a detective.
Cinema. Another tough one for you to rank 1 through 4: Missionary, Doggy, 69, Wheelbarrow, and Cowgirl. Also, Chalice, my mustache is better. I still have hair on my forehead, Jay.
Well, you know what? If you weren't like trying to like, come up for air
Look at
when
this
I was
shit.
like doing things for you, like
Got the front. If I part it, dude, look at that. It looks
Oh
like
my-
a fucking. It looks like
dude.
an earthquake.
stop, dude.
It looks like the
Yeah.
earthquake Tool was begging for to
Yeah, dude,
happen.
you know
to
what?
San
You know what?
Andreas.
When you do
It's
that,
not normally like that. It's because I have a light
yeah,
on
but dude,
it.
you know what you do? Like
It's better.
yeah, that's better.
I bet it worse.
No,
See, it's
yeah,
gone.
that's better. Yeah, dude. When you were doing the other
No more
way,
balding.
like it felt like I was watching like someone with like a sickness. Like say, I'm good. I'm okay.
Does-
I'm not dying.
It's gone. I don't have balding. It's fine. It's not. It doesn't.
Well, I am too, but the way you're doing it, like, hey, see, it's fine.
I see. I was trying to make you feel better, and you're shitting on me
Because people know
and
I
my
am.
bald hair.
You have great set of hair on the front. I don't. That's where
Yeah, I
wear my
really
hat.
need to get on some of that hymn shit. No joke.
That him.
Hymns, this like a spray you can use. I'm gonna go. I can tell you exactly what Jay's number 1 is. Definitely gonna be Doggy. But my number 1 is gonna be.
How do you know? I didn't even know that. I forgot about that question.
You know, I'm a wheelbarrow guy. I like wheelbarrow. I'll go Cowgirl.
I guarantee you've never done wheelbarrow in your life.
Are you kidding me?
I've watched Real Sex. I
I've
know
done
what a
the double
wheelbarrow
flip,
is.
skippity doo dah,
I
slap it down, and flip it up.
You
Oh,
picked
no.
up legs and act like you were mowing the grass. That's a wheelbarrow.
I like them all though. There's no wrong answer here.
I like
All
the,
feels good.
I like the cinema suplex fucking dick in the vagina.
I know Jay's his Doggy from many experiences I've had with him.
Well, no, it's doggy because I'm lazy. I'm like, I don't mix it up. It's like, you get on top of me, you do your thing, you get off, then I flip you over and I do my thing until I get off, and then we go to sleep.
At some
Or
point, you
I-
gotta change the show.
Or I get up and I don't care.
Nighttime. Charles Lubis, I will not accept the Crow 2024 slander any longer. You will feel my wrath. Listen, buddy, if you want to come over here, I'll do anything you want. I'll take your wrath. You can bend me over. You can pour what's that shit the kids drink? The cinnamon fireball. You can pour fireball in my mouth while dicking me upside down and force feeding me an avocado sandwich. I don't really give a fuck. I'd rather do any of that shit. I'd rather have sex with Mr. T in the back of an AIDS-infested Denny's bathroom than ever have to watch The Crow 2024. That's just how I feel.
Nighttime, what do you talk for? Who gave you permission to type? I don't know who in what halfway house has internet access because it doesn't make sense. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The only thing that's going to feel your wrath or feel any wrath is your wrists when your parole officer locks you up. Shut up. God damn. Take his goddamn internet away, Waffle House.
Baptist, what's up, horror bros? Hope the stream's going fantastic. I'm drinking and about to kill some burritos.
Cool beans.
My favorite is Scream 2 from 97. My dude, also my birth year is 97. Dude, so that makes you 147. No, 2007.
He's younger than we are.
2020. You're not even 30. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ, Baptist.
How dare you be so young?
I would expect more from you.
Did you see my fucking bald head?
The
How
fact
dare
that
you be
you
so young?
you're eating burritos right now and you're claiming with your lips, your secret sex lips, that
wanna-
you like Scream 2 is ridiculous.
I want to eat burritos and watch Scream 2 with you.
Get out of
I
here.
do. I do. Ryan West, there needs to be more horror animated films like what they did with the Night of the Living Dead, but start with scripts that never got made. Oh my God, that's a
Ooh,
genius
that's
fucking
amazing,
idea.
Ryan. And it's not just because you look intimidating in your profile picture. It's because you're telling the truth.
Now, I don't think it's putting it in you.
I think it would be cool. Imagine if they did Taking Shape, the book Taking Shape. We've talked about that. The
Yeah.
scripts that were unused for Michael Myers. That's easily like how many fucking animated shows for Halloween that they could do.
Yeah, dude.
But I would imagine someone mentioned The Crow. I feel like that's where they either way, whatever they do, they need to do something animated, like back in the day, like HBO, full on, like let's just have a good time with it, and and like Mike said, like use that style, Spawn style, and
R-rated, nothing's off the table. Let's
Yeah.
fucking do it. Gary, that's how I like to do it in the bedroom too. I don't get why Drum Drums likes The Crow, but people shouldn't be accusing him of being a shill because he likes it. Dude,
I
no,
didn't know
of
that
course
at
not.
all. He liked it.
Yeah, so he's wrong, but at the end of the day, I'm
Cool,
just
man.
kidding.
I mean, whatever.
Listen, man, if you know the amount of times I was called a shill for giving Romulus 9 out of 10 in my review, that happens. That just happens. We are broken as a society in the fact that people think that people are so entitled in their echo chambers online that they think that if anybody disagrees with their opinion, it's got to be some crazy conspiracy. It's Antifa. It's fucking the Proud Boys.
I knew
it's,
you wore a mask,
fucking...
you son of a bitch.
People cannot just accept that sometimes. And this is the thing: if I watch a movie and I think it rocks shit, like you and I loved The Watch with Vince Vaughn. We love that movie.
I think it's great.
Everybody hated that movie. We loved it. And what did we say? Like what you said, you go, hey, I know I'm in the minority. I must be wrong, but I personally enjoy it. And that's all you have to say. But these days, people are so entitled in their echo chambers that they're like, oh, it must be a deep conspiracy if anyone agrees with me, the greatest critic of all time, from my mom's basement with Cheeto fingers.
Well, hey,
about a
calm
movie.
down.
It's insane.
Listen, I never said I was the greatest critic of all time. I just said I had Cheeto fingers. So that's weird. But no, well, it's weird. No, I mean, yeah.
I jerk off after Flamin' Hots and my dick burns.
I mean, Lee is a shill. I mean,
oh, that's true though. That is true.
He lives in Florida. He's getting free fucking tickets to Disney World.
I saw him take
Did you guys not know that? Did you guys not know that when he said, "I fucking love The Crow," it's only because he wants to ride the Crow ride at Universal Studios. Did you guys not know that? You idiots!
Mm-hmm. And also, that's how he's still so handsome, is because he sold his soul to the critics.
100%. He has no stress because he doesn't really have to review movies.
Bastard. Michael Parton says, as a gay man, same. The bat nips and bat butts turned me on.
Of course,
that's probably how you became gay.
Michael, duh.
Michael.
No, but I mean that's great, dude. I'm not saying like it didn't turn your cockles on, but I mean, do we really have to have it zoomed in at the beginning of Batman and Robin for no reason? It's a kid movie at that point. It's like, why we got? I don't care what George Clooney's ass looks like in a fucking bat suit.
Great. Now you're supporting showing dicks to kids, Michael. What the fuck, pal? Tiffany.
Wow.
Oh, your dog is so cute. As a dog mom and lover, I'm offended that Peggy, Dog Pool's mom, entered her in the UK's ugliest dog contest and she won. Poor pup. That dog.
No, that's great. No, that's great because she got to be on screen with fucking Ryan Reynolds in one of the biggest movies of all time, the biggest and the best movie, period, of 2024. Deadpool, Wolverine, best movie of 2024. Nothing's gonna come close.
I agree with that, and I also agree with the fact that I would let that dog lick the inside of my mouth too. I love ugly dogs, and that makes them pretty. Motionless Zombie says, hey guys, which is worse in y'all's opinion, the new Crow or Halloween Ends? I say the new Crow angers me. Definitely the Crow's way worse, dude.
Yeah, well, the Crow takes something that's beloved for a lot of people and that they enjoy, and it turns it into, like, again, a fucking 10th grade fucking this is what I think of love story. It's who the fuck did you make this shit for? Like, goddamn Spencer's, or so, it's brought to you by Spencer's.
Yeah, dude. Like, Halloween Ends at least tried some new shit, and it wasn't. They didn't go back. If Halloween Ends was a remake of Halloween,
you keep going. I really got to piss, dude. Really
okay.
bad.
Enjoy your pee-pee time. If you went and took Halloween Ends, and it was supposed to be a remake, and they made Michael Myers a face tatted SoundCloud rapper who just saw a girl who made goo goo eyes at him once, and he was like, "I'm gonna risk it all for you." And then halfway through the movie, he's like, "I'm not even sure I want to do that anymore." And then like they literally just, I get that Halloween Ends wasn't what it was supposed to be. They promised fans one thing, delivered something different, but they had an idea. They had an interesting thought, even if it wasn't the marketing and shit was the main problem with Halloween Ends. They promised us something they didn't deliver. But as a movie, it's still somewhat interesting. The Crow is just a vapid, soulless remake about a couple of dumbass teenagers who you could not possibly root for, and just going, "But he's the Crow, so you have to like it." Absolutely, The Crow's way worse, man. Floor done. I'll get back to that because I want to see it too. Music Man, thanks so much, man. Appreciate that. 5 favorites: Vegas Vacation, again, great movie, underrated. Chasing Amy, Starship Troopers, Fifth Element. Fifth Element, I used to love as a kid. I can still watch it now. I love Bruce Willis in that movie. Negative. I'm a meat popsicle. For some reason, it just rubs me wrong now. I think maybe it's partly because I really hated what Luc Besson did with The Professional. I thought that movie was gross. But also, there's something about The Fifth Element I just can't fuck with now. But as a kid, I loved it, so it was entertaining shit. I get it, and I will. I'll have Jay say hello as Slender Man as well for you, my friend. Robin Barker. With early Kevin Smith films, they remain funny as an adult, but you connect more with the subtext and the stories become more relatable. Dude, that's so true. Specifically, again, with Chasing Amy. As a kid, it was all about like funny humor, like you suck 31 dicks in a row. You know, try not to suck any dicks on the way to the park. Mallrats, Hartford, the Whale. There's so many things in those movies that you could just laugh at. Just, you know, just. I completely lost my train of thought just now. But there's just so many things that were just up in front of your face, funny alone. But growing up, man, I've noticed that Chasing Amy has become more and more. I enjoy it so much more. And you're right. There's a lot of really deep themes in Kevin Smith's movies that he does not get enough credit for. Even when he's being silly as fuck with some really dumb shit and like Clerks 2 and stuff like that, there's some themes there that really are relatable as adults.
I feel like, I feel like you could tell when Kevin Smith started smoking the Chiba and the Giggle Bush and not giving a fuck anymore about his projects. And he was like, I just want to get high with Seth Rogen, bro. And then when he kind of came back where he was like, all right, well, I fucked up a little bit. But yeah, overall, the first, I feel like the only Kevin Smith movies that really fucking matter to me are the first 3. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and Dogma and things like they're great. But the first 3, which is the Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy, that was pinnacle Kevin Smith to me.
I agree with that. And I love Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but it was like it was kind of the commercialized version of the stuff.
It was great. I mean, but that was, he also, you could tell he didn't give a fuck either with the comedy, but it was still like, it was definitely on the legs leaving the stadium.
Yeah. 100%. And Dogma, by the way, Dogma's kind of weird because it's a little bit of both. Dogma was like super fucking weird.
Well,
I think he was on his shit though.
I do like Dogma a lot, but that was like his rebellion against, because I think he was raised Catholic. It was kind of his middle finger to the Catholic Church.
So it was kind of weird in some ways. Music Man wanted Slender Man to say hello to everyone.
Hello, Music Man and everyone. Hope you all having a good time on this evening of Monday, and we hope that you wind up going to work tomorrow because we hope you didn't imbibe too much. Calm down.
And also, Florida Dan wanted Slender Man to sing the Cha Cha Slide.
Everybody clap their hands. Yay!
I like how fast you went into it. Dogma. Speaking of Dogma, I love your picture. I don't know what it says, but I like it. Is
that Sissy Spacek?
I can't tell, but it's artsy. Like sharing my top 5 again: Event Horizon, Princess Mononoke for those anime fans out there. Scream 2, maybe Mimic, and Nowhere. Mimic was not bad.
I can't put it in that high though, but it's cool that you love it that much. But Event Horizon, I agree. Princess Mononoke, I don't. Is it anime? I don't know. I guess.
I think so. Yeah. But Mimic was just like the Relic. It's like so dark and hard to follow. But MMA Rusty says, "Can I get roasted by Chalice and Loomis? I need it. I'll come over and I'll roast you something. I'll roast my wiener over a fire. You'll think that I burnt it, but really I'm just gliding it slowly over the top, so it's really warm, so that when I put it in, it'll feel really nice. And you look like the kind of gal that would like that with your Michael Myers mask. Just put the dog away." I don't like it when the dog comes up and tries to lick my bum when I'm on top of a woman.
Your name is MMA Russi. Means must make ass Rusky. You're a goddamn Russian spy that likes to make ass. Your mouth. Get the fuck out of here, you gross ass goddamn communist.
Charlie Cord, what's up, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Hey, you should come to karaoke this weekend. I said, what's up, good fellas? My top 5 would be I Know What You Did Last Summer, Scream 2.
God damn,
I
dude.
like you.
Come
I like
on,
you.
dude. Come on.
The
dude.
Edge. We're gonna kill the motherfucker. Kiss the Girls. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Robert Pattinson. Not Robert Pattinson. James Patterson. The Game. Best KY football player. Bud
Oh.
Dupree has my vote. Steeler fan. Best ever. I'm gonna throw it out to.
Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare say Tim Couch.
I'm gonna throw it out to a little man named Randall Cobb. Because Randall Cobb played for fucking Kentucky when we suck shit. And he was the only goddamn good player. He played quarterback, wide receiver.
I will say, but Tim Couch is actually notable.
Yeah. Jared Lorenzen as well is in there.
Garrett Lewis is a fat ass that couldn't lose 10 pounds for Giants.
Yeah, but he had some great moments, man.
What?
Our current best player, Will Levis, was pretty great too for a while. Woods was great.
Yeah, Woods was good.
Our current best player is definitely Barian Brown, the wide receiver. Motherfuckers are 98 speed on NCAA 2025. You could fuck people up with a go route.
I was gonna say realistically, I think Tim Couch is probably the best Kentucky player to come out in the last 30 years of Kentucky football. But I will say, I think a little white boy named Derek Abney.
I remember that dude.
Derek Abney, like he had dude, like that motherfucker could run, but he got demolished in the pros. But I know he got drafted to Green Bay. I think he ran back one time.
I think he went to Baltimore. He went to the Ravens.
Well, I thought it was Green Bay, but yeah, Derek Abney. He was a kick return player, and he actually did pretty well in college, like actually returning the ball.
Yeah.
On kick return. I mean, we're not gonna bore you guys too much that don't watch football, but I would say overall it's Tim Couch, but Derek Abney is who I remember.
Yeah, but you all right. Bud Dupree was badass too. Mike Parton, you could be Green Arrow, Jay.
I wish I had his money.
You failed the city and this dick. Wild Willie, horror films is the only genre where I found low budget hidden gems. I just saw Nick Stahl's new movie, What You Wish For. Liked more similar to The Menu. I heard about that movie. I wanted to watch it. I missed the gate on that. But you're right, dude. That's actually the good and bad of horror. Because sometimes horror can put out a really good VOD horror movie, and just because it didn't get right financial backing or whatever, it just kind of flies by like a fart in the night, and nobody knows about it.
Dude,
but,
you know what? I Nick Stahl makes me feel uncomfortable.
I don't like him, honestly.
No, but here's the thing. I don't think he's a bad actor. I think Nick Stahl would have been a very, very good and convincing Ted Bundy, not Zac Efron.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Nick Stahl, he's kind of good looking, but in a weird way. But some girls would go for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Zac Efron's good looking across the board. So of course anybody was gonna, of course you're gonna get picked up by Zac Efron. But like Nick Stahl as Ted Bundy, like that works.
Yeah. I really hate his John Connor in Terminator 3. I hate it.
Well, John Connor and he made people feel weird and bully.
Yeah.
In that bully movie, that movie's really good. That movie fucking is nasty in its own way too.
Nick Stahl just has, he has the face of somebody who would have been like Pyro in the X-Men movies or Iceman. Just this like tween fucking. I could never get into his shit.
Yeah.
Like I just can't. Go Flamingo. Favorite John Carpenter film from the 90s, and what's a 90s horror hidden gem you boys would recommend? I love In the Mouth of Madness. I love being in your mouth. Love In the Mouth of Madness.
John Carpenter film from the 90s. Fuck, dude. Why are you gonna play a game like that with me right now?
You gotta go.
I've been drinking apple juice and I don't know what to tell you.
I'm gonna cheat looking up,
Don't
and I'll
do
help
it.
you as well. I'll help you as well. We'll do it together. Real quick. John Carpenter in the 90s, because I gotta cheat because
Was it Body Bags? Body Bags in the 90s?
I think it was, and that is a good one.
Yeah.
John Carpenter in the 90s was, let's see. Okay, in the 90s.
I feel like John Carpenter 90. No, I got it. Never mind. You don't have to tell me. Escape
You're
from
gonna say
LA.
vampires. Oh, Escape from LA. Yeah.
Yep.
Vampires, Escape from LA, Village of the Damned, The Mouth of Madness, Body Bags was one. Memoirs of Invisible Man. They Live was in 88. So yeah, that's really it.
Escape
So
from LA.
out of his 90s, I don't like a lot of his 90s films.
You're a son of a bitch.
I think
You don't like Escape from LA?
is not good. No, dude,
You're
terrible.
a piece of shit. You like
it's entertaining and it's fun to go back, but it's a terrible movie, dude.
No, it's not. It's great, dude.
I would actually probably go Body Bags or either Body Bags during the. I'm gonna go Body Bags.
Dude, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Next year on the top 10 that we're gonna be doing is 98. And I think that Escape from LA came out that year. 98.
I already moved off of it, so I can't tell you for sure.
But it is. I think. Did House on Haunted Hill come out in 99? I swear to God, it did. But someone was saying it was 2000. I think it's 99.
99. You're right. You're correct. That's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a good choice.
That's a high. We only got 2 years left, guys. We only got 2 years left of this decade.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Strangeland. 98. D. Snyder, Strangeland, a movie not a lot of horror fans have seen. Huh?
Don't give your list away.
No, I'm just saying, like most underrated movie that I would recommend from the 90s, horror hidden gems, Strangeland with D. Snyder. So fucking good, dude. Actually scary and entertaining in a 7 type of way. Low budget, but so good.
You know what? D. Snyder was great in that movie as a bad guy. But dude, The Crow City of Angels came out around that time.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
And
Not quite horror, but still great.
No, but Iggy Pop was fucking great.
Yeah, Tom Shane's in that fucking movie, man.
No, yeah, he was, but Iggy Pop could have been replaced with D. Snyder, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Iggy Pop was bad, but
no, that would fit perfect. Gogo Flamingo says, "Any more episodes are just like Scream coming?" I put one on the Patreon. It's funny because I filmed it over a year ago. It's a, it was for disturbing behavior, and I filmed it before I went on vacation like 2 years ago. Didn't get a chance to put it on the Patreon like a month and a half ago or whatever. But I don't know, maybe. Yeah, those are fun to do. Those are really fun to do.
What does that mean? What just like Scream?
It was a video series. I did movie reviews of movies that were rip-offs of Scream. Not quite rip-offs of Scream, but like shit like this, like fucking Soul Survivors from the 90s. That were just like movies that felt like Scream. That were inspired by Scream. Fun shit. Good times. Adrian Barr says, mine, Austin Powers. I didn't even know Austin Powers was that year. I must have missed that shit.
Yeah.
But it would have been an honorable.
We're gonna get roasted. We're gonna get roasted if that was like that would be like in the top 5.
No, I think it's an honorable mention for me. I think they aged poorly as fuck, dude. But Good Will Hunting, Men in Black, Liar Liar, as good as it gets. That was a great Jack Nicholson movie. Face Off, Jurassic Park 2. I didn't like that one.
Dude,
personally.
No way, dude.
Boogie Nights. I never was a fan, but he did have.
I like that they showed his dick.
Contact. That was another. That was one. Titanic.
You know what? I would put Contact on my list, but the fact that, like, that she saw something, that she went to a distant planet and she actually had an interaction with an alien, and then they were acting like, well, nothing happened. And that whole court sequence is kind of cool because the judge is like telling James Woods, she's like, well, it's weird that it recorded 8 hours of static when she had just dropped through, and they were like saying nothing happened. I mean, that's kind of cool. I feel like it was one of those ultimate like cock tease kind of films. I just didn't like. I don't know. I feel like something more monumental for all the. It's an over 2.5 hour film, or maybe close to 2.5 hours. Something should have happened more than just like, yeah, but here's an X-Files moment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I love alien movies. That one just never did it for me, but it was good though. It definitely was good.
Well, I like that. I like that when she goes to that distant planet, or like, because Jodie Foster actually does visit an alien. And I know the idea was like, well, maybe she didn't visit an alien. No, she totally fucking did. But they were like, you're not ready for, to meet our civilization plus the other civilizations that have been around. We have to do this in small steps. I just feel like it kind of ruined. It kind of felt like a slap in the face to a lot of people that were like, I invested all this time in this movie and nothing happened. I don't know. Just me.
I was mid drink. I
no.
I don't remember it that well, but Adrian Ybarra also says Marky Mark, the Boogie Nights inning was really you, huh? That was my dick. No, wait, no, that fucked that up. It's like, yeah, that was my dick. I put my dick right there in the front of the fucking camera, and I said, hey, I gotta go to bed in like 2 hours because my kids are gonna wake up in like 4 hours, and I gotta wake up and I gotta eat turkey burgers for fucking breakfast. I got a golf course. This is my dick. All right, this is my dick. I don't use it because I'm a Christian now. I'm a Catholic. I maybe fuck Mel Gibson to get movie roles every once in a while from time to time, but that's my fucking dick. Again, I don't know why. For some reason, every time I do Marky Mark now, I lose it by the end. Like I completely
because he's a Christian man. And,
yeah, I know.
It's
God stopping me from doing it. Hey, this is my dick. Say, how do you know?
Dirk Diggler, his dick was a huge dick. Okay.
Dirk Diggler, the tush tickler. Adrian says 97 was a better year for wrestling than movies.
I agree. I agree with that 100%.
Great fucking year for wrestling, dude. Adrian says, yo, 1998 got some serious heavyweight bangers. Woo! I haven't even looked, dude.
Listen, man, 98, 99 is going to be a big fucking, like, those are going to be hard as fuck.
Y2K.
The show.
Beavis and Butthead to America.
Can you not believe that they never made a movie? They never made a movie that came out in 1999 called Y2K. It was already set up, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah, they got one coming out now, but it just looks like a ripoff of This Is the End for sure. Go Flamingo. Have you guys boys seen Cemetery Man from '94? Dude, that's so funny because Jay and I were going through a list of classic movies that we've never.
I have seen that movie.
For the upcoming Halloween Horror Month. I won't say what they are. It's a secret. I didn't send Jay that one, but that was.
I knew about it, but I didn't pick it.
I've never seen it, but I do want to watch it for sure. Cult classic. It's very nice. I like it. Mike, do you love Jay's fucking face? You tell us, but never him. I told him when I was inside of him the other night. I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "I love your fucking face." And I said, "Let me put my dick on it."
It was the first time that Mike had done missionary, and I wasn't ready.
I was doing wheelbarrow first.
Yeah,
that's what.
Dude, I literally was thinking about this the other day. Do you know that we've been friends for since you were 5th grade and I was 6th grade? So almost 30 years, almost 30 fucking years, dude.
So 5th grade, I was what, 11?
I think it's I think it's 11 or 12 that you start 5th grade. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I was like 11. So I'm fucking 38. So
and I'm 40. So it's almost been like I think it's like 28 or 29
like
years.
28. That's fucking weird, dude.
I know.
Like 20 was like cool. It's like, oh, we've been friends 20 years. 30 is kind of fucking like we should stop hanging out.
I don't know.
That's too many.
No, at the 30 years, dude, we're like the Eternals. That
we're basically married.
No, we're like basically like fucking like we're like MCU people or something. I don't know.
We're like a common law marriage.
I know, it's weird. I don't know.
It's fucking crazy, dude. Nighttime says Deadpool Wolverine is back on top of the box office. It beat Alien Romulus a month later. It's still going strong. Dude, it's fucking wild. Not only is it, and hey, you were giving me shit. All right. And I understand why.
Who, me?
Yeah, because I was gloating the first week Deadpool and Wolverine came out. It was breaking all these records. And I sat here and I said, I tried to tell you guys, because I said it in many streams leading up. I was like, Deadpool and Wolverine is going to blow it's going to break all the box office numbers. It's going to do crazy. And then it did. And you were like, yeah, but anybody could have guessed that. But what it's doing now, the #1 R-rated movie of all time ever.
That's all that, yeah.
And still, and again, The Crow came in 8th place at the fucking box office in its opening weekend, you guys. What the fuck were they thinking? But yeah, dude. But
Deadpool Wolverine, it's going to go down in history as one of the greatest R-rated movies of all time. I don't think anybody was going to be surprised. Like I was not surprised that it was not only well received, that it was fucking on, like it was a juggernaut of a fucking movie. Like, I mean, you'd have to be like retarded to fucking think it wasn't going to fucking do what it did. It 100%. It's going to do what it did because it's fucking Deadpool Wolverine. As far as like it beat Romulus a month later, of course, nothing is going to beat Deadpool Wolverine. This year.
Longevity is a little.
Well, but Deadpool
is kind of surprising.
No,
that's
wait.
crazy.
Like, dude, I mean, Deadpool. For me, Deadpool when it came out that year, I mean, really,
yeah.
Like,
well, it
was a game fucking changer, dude. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Like that's what it is. You will never see Deadpool Wolverine on these levels ever again.
but it's the audience literally speaking. We are tired of being treated like children,
which I love. I love it.
We love superhero movies. We love all that shit.
Yeah.
We do. Fine. But we, again, like the biggest audience for these movies are people who grew up reading the comic books as kids.
Yeah.
Like adults. Like treat us like adults. Give us adult comedies. Give us sketchy comedies. Give us fucking all that shit. That's what people are wanting. And the pendulum is starting to switch. And I said it. Deadpool Wolverine's going to start the change, and I think it will. We'll see what Marvel does next, but I think it's going to happen. Jason Megan, 8th place for the Crow this weekend. 4.9. I know it's fucking crazy. 8th place in your opening fucking weekend.
You got. I don't remember what company it was that approved this fucking disaster movie. Lionsgate. Yeah. I mean, I think I even said that to Mike when we were watching in the theater. I'm like, oh, it's gonna. You knew it was going to be dog shit when you saw that. This is, dude.
Same company that did Borderlands, by the way.
Who
They're having
the
a rough
fuck?
month.
No, well, who the fuck did you make it for? Like, who are you
Rupert Sanders,
lying
I
to?
guess.
Who are you lying to get money to fund these fucking dog shit projects? Who the fuck are you sucking dick for to get these? I cannot believe in 2024. I cannot believe there is people, investors that are willing to fork over millions of fucking dollars a year to fund shit like this and be like, it'll be okay because we trust the fucking bitch that did our goddamn Bud Light. Goddamn, she's gonna do it. Yep, she'll do it.
Insanity.
Nope.
The fans told them we don't want this, and they didn't listen. Music Man, cheers from 42. What is that? Oh yeah, no, 42 on pay. Yeah. I know what you mean. I was confused at first, but now I'm on.
Thank you.
Board.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you. And we
What
fucking
the
dog.
DJ
balls
Graham,
and
you
jits.
weirdo fucking zombie profile
DJ
pic. I love it.
Graham, DJ Graham. I'm gonna do this as long as it takes.
Did
to make
you
it
just
awkward.
come in
It's already
here
awkward.
and say, you know what? I'm gonna liven up the situation and put a big dick down. And
God
you did.
damn, DJ. Thank you so
Wow,
fucking much for that, man. He says not on my list, but Flubber. Now you're gonna fucking ruin it. Flubber
I
is
remember that
probably
movie.
my earliest Robin Williams movie I can remember watching as a child. That makes sense. Laughing my ass off and rewinding it over and over. Definitely have a soft spot for that one. And Shooter McGavin is in that movie. Flubber shoots out of his ass at the end.
Well, dude, it's weird that you mentioned Flubber for show, because I remember we had a field trip. I don't remember what grade it was. We actually went and seen Flubber in the movie theater.
Dude,
Maybe
that's-
like seventh grade or some shit. I don't remember when it was, but we went to the movie theater and we watched Flubber, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a green goo, and it fucking. I remember being like kind of entertained, but not really knowing. And they're like, oh, the teachers were like, it's a remake of a classic. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, but apparently it was. But I was never like as like hyped up about it as some others were. But yeah, dude, I remember there was something weird about that. Flubber was like one of those weird movies that came out and like it was like everybody was like really hyped about it, and then it just went away.
It was the green goo.
But it just went away. It was like it was good for like 6 months, and then like nobody talked about it, or 3 months or whatever.
If you remember that time in the 90s, the green goo was crazy because Nickelodeon, shit like that. I think we were all kind of obsessed with slime and like all that shit. So like Flubber and Robin Williams added right up. But dude, it's so crazy because I actually thought in my head, because when I was like 15 and 16, I worked at a daycare center. I made like $6.25 an hour. But in my head, I thought that we took the kids to see that movie at the daycare because we would go see movies sometimes. One time, my mom, we were supposed to take the kids, and she let me go watch one of the Scream movies instead. But anyways, I got my memories confused because you're right. I remember I was only 12 then. Right. So that means that I remember our school went to go see Flubber in the theater, and I didn't get to go. I just now remember this. I didn't get to go because I acted out in class and I got in trouble. So they didn't let me go. So I had to stay back at school and like ISS and like sit at a desk and like color and shit. And all the other kids got to go see Flubber. I'm going to be honest with you. I still don't think to this day I've ever seen Flubber. I think it's like a bad memory for me. And I've never fucking watched it.
It's not a bad movie. It's weird. But I remember kind of liking it, but not knowing why I gave a fuck. like after leaving the
Sort of nutty
theater,
professor-ish kind of.
no, well,
No?
he was very. He's a scientist that makes this green shit that gets out of control. But I don't remember.
Did you freeze or no? You actually froze. You're actually frozen. Flubber. I thought you were like deep in thought, but you're actually frozen right now. This is Jay when a man proposes to him. Honey, do you remember my favorite color? They say that like the best marriages that last when your spouse can remember your favorite color. Jay's. Oh no, his thing actually. I think Jay's internet just took a shit, but what a time for it to do it, because it was literally that face of like, hey, what day is our anniversary if you love me so much? And his face was the feed literally came out. Hopefully Jay's internet can fix itself out, but meantime, DJ, dude, endless thank yous, man. Thank you so much for that. That's super sweet of you. We really do appreciate you, man. James Bacon, think Memoirs of an Invisible Man is worth a rewatch. I was 11 when it came out. Haven't seen it since. Carpenter disowns it due to studio fuckery. I can't say, dude, because I've never actually seen that movie before. I watched one of the Coen brothers Invisible Man movies, I think. But apart from that, I know nothing about the Invisible Man other than obviously the Lee Winnell Invisible Man movie that came out. So I honestly can't speak on it. Unfortunately, I apologize for that. Gogo Flamingo says prime Jennifer Love Hewitt. Oh, dude, that's a good question. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Like if I was just a human being on the street, it's ironic because I would definitely be a Sarah Michelle Gellar guy. But based on them in the movies, maybe it's just because I'm way more of I Know What You Did Last Summer than I am a The Grudge type of person. Oh no, actually, but there is Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intention, and it's crazy because she was banging her stepbrother, which you would think would just be a horrible thing, but for some reason in that moment it was like, oh gosh. Jay just texted me. What did Jay say? He said, hold on, he's trying to fix his internet right now. That's a really good question, though. The correct answer is Sarah Michelle Gellar, but for some reason I feel the need to say Jennifer Love Hewitt. But I don't feel that. It's actually turning me inside out as a human being right now because it should be Sarah Michelle Gellar. Cruel Intentions, all that. But for some, I can't help but say Jennifer Love Hewitt. That's tough. That's fucking hard, dude. Fuck you for such a good question. That's wild. What do you guys think? Comment. Everybody give me your comments right now. Jennifer Love Hewitt, prime Jennifer Love Hewitt, or Sarah Michelle Gellar? I'm going to go Love Hewitt, and I hate myself for it. It's not the right answer. Nighttime says, you got to see Blink twice. Sick and funny. I want to see that. Does anybody else feel this way, by the way? I feel like this version of Channing Tatum is kind of creeping me out a little bit. I know he's supposed to be kind of creepy in that movie, and I don't like Zoe Kravitz. There's an ick to her for me. So she's the director of that film. But the trailer did look really good. But there's something about Channing Tatum in that movie that also gives me the ick. Like today, Channing Tatum just, I don't know why. It's like Fred Durst-ish. I can't really explain it, to be honest with you. But I do want to see that movie. It did look good, other than the fact that I don't really like Zoe Kravitz a lot. Other than that fact. So I don't know if Jay is going to be able to I don't think he's gonna be able to make a comeback on the internet for this one, but we made it to the end of the stream. So the good news is we made it all the way to the end. But I'm seeing a lot of I'm seeing some Hewitt love too. Oh, hey!
See this? Fuck Spectrum. Fuck these motherfuckers in the fucking ass. I hope they go out of fucking business. I hope they fucking die of cancer in the fucking butthole.
Oh!
Fucker that ever fucking invented Spectrum fucking
The
died.
internet, not the people.
Fuck them. No, fuck them. You act like you know what? You act like you're superior motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
The good news is that we made it to the end of the stream. One more super chat. DJ Graham, thank you so much, dude. He said, number 10, good burger. You want to watch my own ass? That's physically impossible.
I'm
Starship
pissed off right
Troopers,
now. I don't want to fucking talk.
Anaconda. Anaconda is funny as fuck, by the way.
Look at this.
We did
Look
a
at
commentary on that on
Look at this
Patreon.
fucking
It was a good
goddamn.
time.
Look at this fucking goddamn. Oh, fucking dude. I swear. to
Liar,
God.
Liar, Lost World, Fifth Element, Boogie Nights, Scream, Men in Black, Money Talks as the number 1. Money Talks, Chris Tucker. Who else was that? Was it Emilio Estevez?
I don't know, man.
Charlie Sheen.
Well, look, I'm all fucking weird here now because money talks, bitch. I'm paying you a premium, you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers are robbing me. I hate fucking Spectre, dude.
It's
Spectre,
okay.
I hope you fucking die in a goddamn plane crash that killed John F. Kennedy Jr.'s fucking son.
The
I hope
modem,
you
not the
fucking
people.
die in a fucking horrible crash. You fucking
The
piece
equipment.
of shit. You
Not the humans.
no, fuck those humans too. Fuck you if you work for that company.
The way your face is frozen right now.
Yeah, dude.
We're out of here, guys. Tomorrow, Jay and I are getting together and we're filming a special video for Patreon, including Loomis and Chalice. We're also filming
Holy
for
shit.
Patreon
I feel like I'm
commentary.
in a stop motion animation.
It lasted. It lasted. We're good. We're good.
I hate
We're out of here, though.
Bye.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It's been super fun. We love you guys so fucking much. We really appreciate you. And Jay's really mad at his internet right now. But yeah, I will not forget the fantasy football invite on Patreon as well. And we'll be live again on the main channel on Thursday. We got a fantasy football stream coming up next Tuesday on the 3rd, and the Patreon party is going to be the following Saturday. And again, we'll be at Pivot Brewing this Saturday night in person. So love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Seriously, it means the most to us. As always, fuck Spectrum, but not you, unless it's in a sweet way. We love you guys so fucking much. Good night, Dark Continent. Good night. Happy Monday, guys. I hope you have an amazing week.